And the gang's already there. Wow. Thanks, guys. How's it going? I'll be able to show you that video I wanted to tell you all about, that I was telling you all about. Um, a large meteor going around the sun. It was going around so quickly that if I would not have slowed it down, I would never have even seen it. I slowed it down because when you're filming the sun, there's always, well, not always, but often you'll get birds and they're tiny and they go by fast. You could try to pass them off for UFOs, of course not. But I found this big sucker that was going around. It won't look that big in the video, but I assure you it's bigger than that. And you'll be pretty impressed about it. The members saw it on the paid members, but I want to definitely talk about it again and show you all. Thanks for being here, everyone. Hey, Stephen A. Love your work, Bruce. You have a setup I could only dream of, my friend. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. When are you going to search on the moon live? You know, it's funny. A lot of people ask me that, and filming outside on the moon, hearing the neighbors, the loud generator or fan that's at the back of my neighbor's garage because he does welding, and noisy. And honestly, I don't know. I don't really like it filming live because you don't really see much. I like slowing it down, zooming in. The telescope's a 14-inch. As I'm breathing there, the telescope's going. It's breathing. It's going up and down, up and down. But I was thinking more of the infrared, but I'll have to look into that, though. Thanks for asking, Stephen A. And thanks for the comments, man, the support. Sinks a lot. Alias, how's it going? Am I here first? Hello there. Second for me, but I bet you're first for you. It could absolutely be you're both here at the same time. 7:49 p.m. You and Stephen A. are like popped up. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Remember to hit the like. Thank you very much. Sinks a lot, Alias. Oh, it's true. We got the StreamYard back now. For some reason, it wasn't exactly it wasn't working. Ow, wow. I don't think I've ever had coffee that hot. My machine's working better than normal. That's pretty odd. Hopefully, we will have a nice crowd again today. I hope so. Enjoy the discussion. But I'll be showing so many things. So, of course, we get some trolls and part of the family. Those idiots stop by pretty often. Chicago Scotto smashed. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot, you guys. Frédéric Morin. Yes, sir, man. C'est bien apprécié. Thanks a lot, brother. Merci, mon frère. Reste alentour, ce serait pas trop long. Frédéric va passer le vidéo de l'objet que j'ai capté, astéroïde, météore ou ovni près du soleil, puis je vais faire passer une vidéo. I'm going to be showing you a cool video of a large object that casted a shadow over the sun. How could that be? I'm going to say, what do you mean casting a shadow? It have to be pretty damn big. It was pretty big. And here's the thing. I've always showed you asteroids and meteors going towards the sun from outside in space. They come small, they get big. And then when they get to the sun, they go across the sun, often disappear and show up on the other side of the sun. But this one that I'm going to show you it doesn't come from anywhere. It comes from around the sun. And you see it literally come around the bend at the top. Very large, the asteroid or meteor or UFO, it could even be the dark triangle that I showed you that's close to the sun. It's hard to say, but if you look carefully, you'll see sort of shapes and forms in the asteroid. It does have angles. And then all of a sudden, on the other side of the sun, while that big asteroid was coming by, UFO, we'll call it a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. It is. So the UFO comes over the sun, and as it does, simultaneously, frame by frame, another object is right at the bottom left side of the sun, and you see them both arrive on the sun. First, the big object, and then the other object at the same time, and they move boom, boom, boom. The other object's really small, and the other object is obviously big, and you can see it. I was really impressed, and now my own mother said, well, how can there be, a shadow on the sun if there's no surface? Exactly. But it could be the atmosphere, the corona, whatever's around the sun is dense, and it is picking up that shadow. That shadow is sitting on top of the sun. And even when the asteroid goes out of sight, we can still see the shadow, what seems to be the shadow going downwards to the bottom of the sun. It's really, really odd. And that's the next day at 11:30 p.m. The next day after I caught the dark triangle, which was at 12 o'clock noon, the day before, the 15th. Now the 16th was yesterday, right? Yep, 16th is when I caught that object around the sun, and that's what we're going to look at. Thanks again, Stephen A. Peter Hyde's in the house. Hello to you. Singslaw Alias, thanks again. Not even a second. You guys were both at 7:49. The worst of it, I think it's on Cindy Luhu's channel. She was doing the giveaway one day, and it happens to me too. Sometimes she'll see somebody get the right answer if she's asking somebody to tell them a number, for example, and if two people say 18, she'll see the two people placed differently than all of us. So some of you will see one before the other, and another person is going to see the other person in front of the other. So it's not the best thing to do to pull gifts. So in reality, the host sees differently. I saw my friend Stephen A was there, but you both have the same time. So you literally both came in at the same time. No fighting now, boys. Got to be fast. Yeah, Stephen A, that's right, man. You got it or you don't. Sing Salad goes, you got it or you don't. Sing Salad says, watch next stream. I'll fucking be there. Hey, Peter Benton. Thanks, man. Thanks for everything, man. So you guys, you saw the part that I'm going to show on the members. It was that video, the last video that I posted. Maybe I should show them also the lightning. So basically, you're all pretty spoiled because you're going to be seeing a members video. So members are going to be like, what? Sorry about that. No, it has to be shown. I want everybody to see it. And I was really excited when I captured it. And welcome, Gaius Babies. I did not see that channel, Darla. That channel's not here for me. Which makes no sense that you guys would see anybody that I do not. When you think of it, it's a bit silly, but. Hey, Peter, thanks so much, brother. Thank you. Thanks, man. Darla's in the house. Tony Brooks, how's it going, man? Hi, Bruce, doing the night shift. Hope the voice is okay. It really isn't. It's not yet. It's not like 100%. It lingers. I don't know if it's what's going on this year and last year, but I've always said it. Maybe I was phobic before, and even more now. For some silly reason, I tend to think that they're spraying something in the sky. I don't know. I felt like something was not right with the breathing sometimes. It has nothing to do with any campfires. It's just really nor forest fires, because that's what they were trying to pass that off at one point. The moon is out. I hope it's not blurry like yesterday. Yesterday, the moon was so blurry. Guys, it was a beautiful, clear night. I filmed the moon for 2 hours, and I kept looking in the footage, and I kept adjusting. Like when I zoom up, not when I zoom up, sorry. When I focus, not even. Yeah, when I get it in focus, the image, when I bring the telescope out, there's always a little adjustment to do from depending on how close or far the moon is. So as I'm setting up yesterday, I'm turning to try to focus in on a crater. And don't know about you guys, but it's maybe a good idea. When you're trying to focus in on your telescope on the moon, you want to try to focus in on a small crater to get also the small craters clearer. If you just focus in on Copernicus, which is a very big crater, and you get that one in focus, it doesn't mean you're going to get the small ones in focus. So I try to zoom in on the smaller ones and get them in focus. And I could not get the moon in focus yesterday. It was blurry. It was also a lot of oscillation around the surface. And I said, very odd. That's a first on a clear night. But again, displacement of the moon, the magnetosphere around Earth, who knows what the reason is. Maybe one day we won't be able to film that moon. That's a scary thought, actually. Maybe one day the moon will not be clear enough for us to film. Hey, poor Tony Brooks holding his eyes open by matchbooks. Thanks for being here, man. Did Bruce fall asleep? No. I hope you're still hearing me. Christopher Rollins, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, Christopher Rollins. Forced Disclosures in the house. What's up, brother? So California in the house. Southern California in the house. Thank you very much, Forced Disclosure. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. George, thanks for coming back. Mr. Klaus, appreciate that. Oliver Klein. Hello again, Beth. Nice to see you. I hadn't mentioned too much. I think I did mention it to you guys and gals on the members video, the last one about the fast-moving object over the sun, which I had slowed down for us to see. Thanks again, Peter. Didn't really linger on it, but I think I did, Beth, mention it in the video that there was a shadow on the left or another object that would have broken off of that if it was a meteor. But notice again that it's not an object coming to the sun. It's something that's around the sun, and it was also blurred. It literally looked like the inside of the sun was a snow globe, and there was something like a fish inside of it floating around. And that's what it looked like on the video. Why did you just start? Me? Hey, Floyd Stats, how's it going? Nice to see you, brother. I've been waiting forever. That's why you were first. You got on first. Oh, the darn beard. Try to cut out the white hair, and then you get to the point where there's no beard left when you cut out the white hairs. Kai Miller, evening to you. Victor Levic dans la maison. On va passer un petit vidéo, mon frère. Un objet qui est passé près du soleil. Dans l'atmosphère du soleil, qui met un ombrage sur le soleil aussi. I am so thirsty. Judy Barker's in the house. Thanks, Judy. Nice to see you back. Hey, Jason Graham. Thanks a lot, man. Almighty 602. Oh, there's a couple people that can't see me, I guess. I hope everybody sees me. Well, that's too bad. It's definitely a problem on your end. I would think, or maybe it's your country. It could be that they're blocking me. But in general, everything's okay here. I'm showing myself. You guys should be seeing me. Sorry about that. So if you can't see anything, you won't be seeing the video either, I guess. Carol's Cookies is in the house. Hey, I'm here, but my mom is texting, so I have to pay her attention because she's mom. Yes, absolutely. You say hello to mom. Thanks, Carol's Cookies, for stopping by. Appreciate that. Just letting you know I'm here. Ralph Piolio. Thanks, my brother. Thanks a lot, man. Nice to see you, bro. Thanks for everything, you guys. Good evening, Bruce and company. Dorothy, thanks. Thanks for coming back, Dorothy. Appreciate that. Hey, Rosa. Rosa Mendoza. Hola, Bruce. Muchas gracias. Bienvenido a mi canal de investigación. I'm going to be passing a video today. Thank you, Rosa. Gracias. We have NOLA 504s in the house. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, my friends. Experimental Elemental. Thanks for coming back. Evening, Bruce and chat. Thanks a lot, my friend. Appreciate that. Hello to everyone in case I miss y'all. That's true. I have that StreamYard now. I was forgetting I had StreamYard there. Thought that's cheating. What part of the world are you? I'm in the UK with family in the US. Mr. Tony Brooks, thanks for being here. Zombie Apocalypse. Good evening, Bruce and all. Just got the notification. Unreal. Hey, Zombie. I think I texted you this week about something. You know that thing that you caught in the clouds on your channel in the video where you could see yourself, not yourself, where you filmed something in the clouds. It literally looks like there's a plane with a flashlight with a big Q beam in the front that's looking around. I think I told you, I'm not going to say it again. I did hear for the first time. It was the week that I saw your video because I had never seen that. It had to do, they said, Crown Flash, or I lost the name. I don't even remember what the bloody name was, but it has to do with solar radiation. Apparently, the cloud was doing that because of the solar radiation. Now, yours could have been a UFO or something. I get it. But it's the first time that I had seen that. And it looked just like yours, except there was 2 or 3 of them. I think you too, you had 1 or 2 of them in the lights in the cloud, but they were moving around just like you had shown. And they said that it was a phenomena. It could be UFOs, obviously, but I thought it was interesting. And I said I have to tell them that there was actually, maybe even know about it. The first time I had heard about that, but now they're coming out with all these phenomena because of the sun, right? They're going to come up with a whole bunch of things now they're going to invent. Whether it was invented common or not, but Chicago Scotto found you on Jean-Claude's channel, Beyond Mystic 003. Thank you very much. Jean-Claude, too, if you don't know his channel, Jean-Claude Mystic Beyond, Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 003. And the 003 is because he had 001, 002, 03, and they kept closing his channel down. Talks a lot of controversial stuff. Talks about silver, too. Had me on, have some interviews with him often enough. Every month or so, I get on with the guy. I couldn't get on with him the last interview because of my voice, which is still not back up to par. But there was just no way of me getting on with him that day. I had no voice whatsoever. Thanks, Chicago Scotto, for coming by here too. I appreciate that. Love Jean-Claude's channel. How did you know, Floyd? It was actually very good. It was actually very, very good. Bacon is good for the health, you know that. And before they get rid of it. Thanks, Floyd. Andrew Ellsworthy. Thumbs up to you. Thanks a lot. Mr. Steve Towers is here. I'm going to get that video up, my friend. Hey, Bruce, you're looking good, man. Thanks a lot. Actually, I lost 19 pounds. No, I was going to lie. I was going to say because I started walking and stuff. Can't do it. No. Stress. I don't lose weight because I go out walking. When I go out walking, I do lose a lot, though. I go up and down in the year, like a lot, up 20, 30 pounds a year. Winter, I'm like a bear, I can hibernate in the winter. But I've been more active, let's say physically. A couple of extra things, maybe a couple of little extra jobs that I've been doing. We have no choice. If the hackers keep taking down the numbers, have a good video. But of course, Mr. Towers, you probably saw it. The members already saw it. It's that object going beside the sun. But I want to go back and talk a little bit about the dark triangles. I watched the video. It's the only video, except, with my UFO fleet on the moon that comes out of the moon. I watched that 50, 60, almost 100 times. But the dark triangle video, I watch it a lot. And I'm just trying to think. And every angle that you turn it, it's like it's always a different shape. It's hard to find out where the nose is on the dark triangle, right? But it sure is a damn triangle. I went back to compare it to Jeremy Corbell's, it's not his triangle, but he was investigative filmographer. He was given a leaked video. The Navy did confirm that it was real, by the way, but it looks a lot the same. It really does look like the same object. If you look up on Wikipedia or a dark triangle or black triangle, they'll tell you that in ufology, it's actually a term that's used for a particular shape of a craft. You'll see the Aurora come up, name, project. You'll see Delta, Black Delta come up. There's all the dark triangle, black triangle, flying triangles. They're all terms that ufologists in ufology around the world that they use and that have been seen apparently probably in the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. So it is very exciting when you think of it. Jay Rocco, thank you so much. Thanks again, my friend. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming back, guys. Peter Hyde, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you very much, guys. Greatly appreciated. No, Almeida, you did not miss it. Can you see me now, Almeida? I hope so. I didn't pass the video yet. I'm going to wait a little bit till everyone gets in. Daniel Lakota, thank you very much. 1 a.m. here. Wow. I won't keep you guys waiting too long to see the video so you guys can get to bed. And maybe another 10 minutes maximum. We'll wait a little bit, go through some more of the comments, and we'll get it right up. We'll be able to look at it directly, and there's no two ways about it. I've never caught something that is blurry and it's going so close to the sun like that. Usually you see it go towards the sun, then you can tell that the object is near the sun or not. It either catches on fire. I've had the chance to I'm laughing. You know why I'm laughing? Because I'm luckier than shit. Luckier than a pig in poop, let's say, to have caught that. Excuse my foul language. But seriously, these captures it doesn't necessarily take skill. It's you're lucky or you're not. You're going to see it or you won't. Of course, you need to spend a lot of time outside, but it doesn't mean that I'm better than anyone else to capture these. It's luck. You never know when you're going to see something. And for me, I always take it as a gift from God, literally, gift from the heavens. And I thank them, boy, when I see things like that. I still can't get over having seen that video, guys. So guess what? Your film footage, it's boring. You're going to have to slow it down really slow. And if you film the sun for 10 minutes, slow it down to half an hour. Sit there staring at the screen, and at one point, you're going to see this big-ass object go by the sun. You're going to say, what the hell? Because they go by so bloody fast. Your eye doesn't pick it up. And your eye will actually pass them off as birds. That's the worst of it. It's the truth we're after, Bruce. So I want to see the truth. It doesn't matter if it takes days and nights to catch anything. That's exactly it, man. That's exactly it. And it's like a present. Like I say it all the time. It's like hunting. It's like fishing. You can be sitting in a boat for hours and not getting nothing. When it bites, well then, holy crap, you got yourself a story. Beautiful big fish. And that's how it is. It's being patient and waiting for something to happen. Most of the time, you're not going to see anything. That's how it is outside. Good evening, everyone. Foxy Philly, thanks for stopping by. Bruce, I did get the notification. Thanks, Dorothy. Not everybody does get the notification, so. Zzz. Hello. We're being watched. Bruce, please do not say crown, say forum. Thanks. Crowd. No, I didn't say crowd. I said crown. I must have missed something. There must have been something with crowd that I didn't see, but I'm going to take your word for it, Tony. Smack that like. Thank you, Stephen A. Appreciate that, my friend. Angela, how's it going? Hi, Bruce and chat from great chat fam. Well, Bruce, great to be here with you all from Portsmouth, England. Thank you very much, my English friends. I have a lot of support from the UK. I really appreciate that, you guys in England. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much. Welcome, Angela. Going to be playing a video in 5 minutes. And we're also going to see some really cool moments where, of course, I get up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. I just got into bed, and then this storm started, and I'm sitting there filming in the dark outside, and I say I want a big lightning strike, 3, 2, 1, and then pow, just like in a movie and a hit. I love showing those, even though people are going to think that I'm actually inserting the audio to line up with the lightning strike, but I'm not. And I asked the lightning strike to appear dead center, and I was dumb enough to take out my ruler stick to measure where the lightning struck, and it's scary. Right in the center of the screen, right in the middle of the forest where I had asked it. Coincidence, of course, but it was still very fun to share and to show. That's the second and third time that happens to me. I get a lot of coincidences like that. That's why a lot of people said wanted me to do the Ouija board. I said, I'm not going to. A lot of people are going to unsubscribe if I do. But as for scary stuff, I've seen some scary stuff. I just didn't think that filming it with a camera would actually ever film it. Like the paranormal activity here the other day, when I took the camera out, I started feeling that they all wanted me to film them because they were enjoying being filmed. It was a little odd. So, Ralph Piolio, thank you, bro. Just gonna leave this here to ruffle up some tail feathers, showing some love for the Bruce Moon UFO man. I can't, bro. I love you, bro. Ralph Piolio is like a lot of you, and all of you that are here. If you're here, you're definitely contributing to the channel. But he's seen some of the trolls and some of the shit that we're doing, excuse the expression, here, like a lot of you have. And he always likes adding a little comment to them. Well, you know what, Ralph Piolio? Every live stream, I lose 20 to 35 subs. So we can go see afterwards, and you'll probably see the 0.8 go down to 0.7 or something. I lose a lot of subs here when I get support. I love you for it, man. You guys really appreciate the support. Thank you very much, everyone. Julie Miller, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thanks, my friends. Thanks for the support, Julie. And thanks for checking out the videos. Really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. Richard McDonald from Australia. You love your man. Can't thank you enough for appreciating the channel, you guys. It's what makes me want to keep making amazing videos for you all. I'm lucky. That's the only thing. If I wasn't seeing those things in the sky, we wouldn't be getting all the videos. Some people have a lot of spiritual encounters. Some people don't. And I said, why not share it? You know, if what I can film. So Shadow on the Sun sounds like a Floyd album. Hey, that's, oh, damn. Yeah, you know Floyd, Mr. Towers. Yep, absolutely right. That's exactly right. They talk about it. And you literally see the object moving at the same time. So I'm like, what the heck? Mary Dallas, hello to you. Thanks for being here. Christiane Guimond, salut Bruce. Je comprends pas l'anglais, mais j'ai vu que tu étais en direct, alors je vais essayer de suivre pareil. De Saint-Roch. One moment, my friends. Thank you so much for letting me speak French real quick to a new fan. De Saint-Roch, de l'Achigan au Québec. Toujours bien apprécié. Oublie pas, j'ai la chaîne OVNI Québec Astronomie aussi, qui est en français, mais tu es toujours le bienvenu ici, commenter en français. Dans 2 minutes, je vais partir une vidéo d'un objet que j'ai capté sur le Soleil, dans l'atmosphère du Soleil, qui a laissé un ombrage sur le Soleil aussi. Je vais partir ça. Les samedis, heure de Paris, 7 heures, heure de Paris, sur OVNI Québec Astronomie, sur ma chaîne. Samedi, demain, je fais aussi un en direct. Thanks, guys. Merci, Christiane. Meteor Jariwala, hello. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks, Victor Levic. Aaron Anderson, thanks again for the contributions, guys. I appreciate it very much. We have a big shadow here, Bruce, in California. It's called Some Good Vibes. Keep up good work, Mr. Bruce. No trolls in the house. Thank you, Aaron Anderson. No trolls yet. That's good. Even trolls must take breaks, you'd think. Sometimes, you know. Brian Parker, Tactical Sovereignty, thank you very much for being here. That's fast. I just set the reminder. 10-4. You're here. Hey, Bruce, what happened to Carefree? Richard, he passed away. Marty passed away, unfortunately. I don't know if it was a cancer. I'm not going to get into what he had. He died quickly. He left fast, unfortunately, left his family fast. In April, he passed away. He was building the observatory. He got himself a 16-inch scope, if I'm not mistaken. And unfortunately, he got really, really sick. I didn't even know that he was that sick, but apparently he must have been that sick. And he passed away in April. I found out 2 weeks ago from Cindy. Cindy had found out herself recently. And sorry to let you know that, man. But if ever you want to go to Carefree Observatory's channel, the channel's still up. Maybe leave a little, rest in peace message or something to the family or to encourage them. I'm sorry to have to leave you that news. We all are going to miss him, man. Thanks, Richard Green, for asking, man. Marty and I, at the end, we didn't see eye to eye for the moon projects and stuff like that, but never had any problem with Marty. He was a really good guy. He went his way, I went mine, and unfortunately got really, really sick. So he'll be greatly missed. The moon is beautiful tonight in Virginia. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for letting us know. It was beautiful here, but then the bloody clouds came out and literally destroyed the evening. Beep, boop, beep. Take me to your dealer. I'm going to get a glass of water, bottle of water. I'm so thirsty. You guys are going to be happy. The video will be awesome. I'm going to flip out. Thanks again, you guys. Ralph Piolio, love you guys. Peter Benton, you guys are awesome. Blackjack Guitars in the house. Hey, Bruce and Skywatchers. Cheers. Blackjack Guitar, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. Christopher Rollins, going to have a video up tonight. And if you want to go see his other video, he experiments with his new 14-inch telescope that he got. And say to yourself, he's only filming with a phone right now, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to obviously put a camera at the back. And I'm telling you, man, even if you, even with a DSLR, a Nikon, it was the not 850. I think it's about $10,000 with the lens, or 5,000 without it. But I had one, the DSLR, 32 megapixels, I think. And I had paid under $300 for it because cameras get really expensive, but you'll be able to experiment with a whole bunch of different cameras. It's going to get you a whole bunch of different views. I'll be checking out that video tonight, Christopher Rollins. Be sure, man. Too cloudy, just like here, Stephen A. Too damn cloudy here in Quebec, too. It's pretty bad. Thank you from Winchester. Thanks again, George. Thanks for coming back, my friends. In Kentucky, clear skies, and the moon is pretty. Thanks, Fox Philly. Thanks again for coming back, Dorothy. Mike, sit back, and how's it going? Washington State's in the house. Thanks, my American friends. Can anyone tell me what happened with... Oh, I read that. Richard. Thanks again for asking, Richard. Hey, thanks, Mr. Towers. Thanks for appreciating him, brother. I appreciate it. It means a lot, man. I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more, though. I'm going to start that video now, actually. The members, you guys saw it, but I didn't want to show it on this side. That one, especially with the lightning strike. I thought it was pretty cool. Andrew, thanks a lot. Hey, thanks again. Michael Joshua Lewis. Hello. Welcome. Sounds familiar. Where is my... That sounds very familiar. Yes, brother. You see how I lose it sometimes, eh? Get so many people that come here and sometimes the names come back up. I mix faces with other names sometimes. Nice to see you, bro. Thanks a lot, man. Spoil me. Yes, I promise. I'll do it right now. Seen one come out of wormhole or Stargate. I have a couple of videos where we see the UFOs literally looks like they're leaving to go into a portal and disappearing and splitting in two. Like in Back to the Future. Even one that made this strip that like literally this like Back to the Future strip, just object disappeared simultaneously. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's right, man. Some of the projects that they're doing, it's not very good, affecting the lungs either. I'll tell you that. Lots of crap they're spraying up there. Thank you. Am I up to date? No, I'm not even up to date. I'm trying. I'm going to start the video. The Death spraying the sky with something else. Yes. With the addition of element 115, Moscovium was the alien disclosure. Bob Lazar was the one who disclosed it. Damn right. Talked about element 115. They said element 115 did not exist. And at the moment that myself, when he was talking about element 115 was not on the periodic table either. They added element 115 on the periodic table very recently. Let me grab a bottle of water. They added that very recently. Talk about being thirsty. Talk about being thirsty. Hi, Bruce. DK, thank you very much. New sub, thanks to Curious Bunny. Thank you very much. She's been having a lot of problems, Curious Bunny, with her channels and stuff. Anybody and everybody from Penny Bunny's community is always welcome here. DK, thank you very, very much. You tell her I thank her very much too. Yes, the honey. Yeah, absolutely. I like a lot of singing, and that's actually what I do is honey and coffee. Honey and coffee when I sing. Usually before I sing a song, a short song for 2 minutes, I'll squirt the honey bottle. I'm not going to lie about it. I would tell you I'm using a spoon. You wouldn't believe me. Anyways, the size I am. No, but it helps the throat. It really does help the throat. And you can sing and it doesn't destroy the larynx and the vocal cords like right now. Whatever it is, it's apparently magnetic according to the videos I've seen. Magnetism. What's in our solar system? What's around the sun? Somebody told me when they saw the video on the members, they said, damn, if that object's in the atmosphere of the sun, around the sun, it's going to come and hit us. Just finished newest clip from Mars by Chris, and I'm back here. No, the moon. Ha. Awesome. Yeah. To ask Chris what he thinks of me. He's trying to take my channel down by saying I'm abusing someone's kid. Oops, sorry. Didn't want to bring that up, but I'm a bitch like that. People try to take me down. So Lansky's edits. I don't talk about that maggot here very much, but hey, the fact that your channel is so underrated, mind-boggling. Really is. And I'm telling you, the more I post, the less people come to the channel. It's you guys that come back here. You guys are the only people that come back here. Most of the other astronomy channels all trying to take me down. They're all talking against me and everything like that. And I said most, not all of them. There's lots of good ones. We have Technothanks that I got no problems with. Mr. MBB333 never spoke about me badly. Why not? He's got no problems with me. You know, it's because certain channels clash, I guess. I don't know, for whatever the reason. I just appreciate all the other channels. And I also appreciate the ones, you have a lot of good people talking about the sun, many years. Some people are really knowledgeable on the sun and stuff like that. But what I'm doing is just filming stuff. Like I'm visually looking for proof and evidence of objects moving around in space. So I guess sometimes I clash with them because I have much respect, complete respect for all channels doing research. Thanks for all you do, Shiba to Mars and beyond. Thank you, Days of the Unknown. I thank you so much. Appreciate that. We are Nathan Oakley. Craters are so shallow for such fast, hard impacts. They really are. And, you know, apparently they're deeper than that. They're supposed to be pretty deep, those craters, they're saying. And the worst of it is that I believe that has a lot to do with probably some atmosphere. If I think on the moon, if there's that layer of smoke or haze, everything looks like it's flat. Look at Mare Serenitatis, it looks like it's flat. And then NASA tells us it's actually JAXA, right? The Chinese in space could not land in Mare. No, not Mare Serenitatis, Bruce. The apple bite. Sinus iridum. Was I saying Mare Serenitatis? Back that up. Mare Serenitatis was flat. They said it looks flat. It's not flat. It's extremely bumpy and elevated with descending holes and ridges and a whole bunch of holes and lines all over the surface. But it's, for some reason, it looks like there's a layer of smoke is what I believe over the surface. But you're right, the craters don't look deep. But, you know, they are. When you look at, I've looked at least, not that many, but maybe 125 to 150 craters for sure on my own. But I've looked at the depth of all those craters, and there's a lot of differences in the depths of the craters. So No matter how wide the craters are, they are shallow. Yeah, they sure are. Your meat is magnetic, as is your water, and the chems is graphene oxide poison. It's also that poison they're hitting you up with. Oh, yeah, for sure. I know that for a fact. Everything that they're doing, I call it a slow kill, basically, what they're doing, eh? And it's not even hidden. That's the worst of it. The products, you can look up the products, you can find out the poison, what it does to humans, what they're using it for. And it's like these things are still going on. And you wonder how the hell. A little too spicy. Awesome name. Thank you. Hello to you. J Rocco, thanks again, eh? 3 footage should be the breaking news. Why you're so underrated? I appreciate your hard work and dedicated so much. Thank you, Zelensky. Edits. Appreciate that. Keep the clips coming and let the truth out. 10-4. Definitely, ladies. Right on, Jay. I open a small health, a fret to all. Hey, that sounds like good. That sounds good, brother. Gentlemen. Nollerino, hello. Game Vet 02, thanks for stopping by again, my friends. Thank you so much, Steve. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, I'm going to start that video now. I didn't think that many people were coming in. Must mention, directed here by Wages World. Thank you so much, George. Another guy sends a lot of people on over. Some good guys, some good channels, amazing people. He has an amazing channel too. Amazing community reach. Awesome. Thank you very much, Wages World. And thanks, George. I appreciate that, man. You guys can check out Wages World also. Very good channel. Talks about a lot of controversial things and space things and sun and all the good stuff that we like here. Damon, hello. Thanks a lot. Welcome, man. Was it Damon? Yeah, right, man. 10-4, brother. Bruce, recent reports state moon activity means severe flooding around the globe in meters. Yes. Yeah, man. Listen, I believe, well, that's what we're seeing basically, right? That is what we're seeing. And the flooding's not going to be probably worldwide. It could be more in the southern parts, depending on, and now I got all this, like, is it the sun that's doing all this? Or like Beth and a couple of other people were saying, Margaret, I think this afternoon, another member was asking, is it something in the solar system that's coming outside doing this? Or I'm thinking it's in the solar system. I'm thinking it's something that's beside the sun. Confirmed, right? There's an asteroid beside the sun, right? They're talking about it. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's very huge. And they're saying it's beside the sun. This is on the science forums and university forums that we're talking about this. That was about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I'd have to double check that, though. Blackjack Guitar, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. JT1111, thanks again, my friend. Thank you so much. It's good to be around sane people in this insane world. Thanks, Bruce. That's very true. Very true. Thank you very much. We're going to start that video, my friends. Thanks for the work, brother, from Michigan. Thanks, Detroit Serb. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I won't. Yes, I will, Foxy Philly. Promise, you guys. And in reality, I only have one right in the center there, one white hair. And I have a couple, one or two, I think, on each side here coming in. But my grandfather had black ass hair. My hair is black. Black. And it's going to stay black. I hope. If not, I'm telling you, because of the work I do, I have to have my hair like Leonardo da Vinci. So I'll wait till I really bald. I only have the front going back, but if I really bald, I'm going to have long curly hair in the back. So long white hair. Researcher hair. I look like a freak. That's what I'm going to look like. Last year's sun burned our atmosphere very bad. Yes, which caused a loss of oxygen and air pressure irregularities at most. It was incredible, Oliver Klein. We saw all the animals dying and stuff like that. I mean, we can't help but wonder if it has anything to do with that. And on top of it, thanks again, you guys. Appreciate that. You have to wonder if it has something to do with that, for sure. I don't know anymore. HARP, the sun, it's like, I don't know. I don't know which is which doing, Thank you very much, Fahim. Fahim McRae, thank you very much. Welcome, my friend. John Paul Jordan, hey, Bruce, mate, here. Thank you very much. BSA family, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that, you guys. K Kara, if anyone wants to see my photos, you just can go over to Google Maps, K-Cats Kara. If you want to see my UFO videos, head to Bruce Sees All and watch my UFO videos. Yvonne Sebastian. I have no time to see anyone's photos, to be honest with you. I'm dying here. I'm trying to keep the channel afloat. I've been doing this every day, and I'm saying to myself, at one point, I would get like so many excessive views for a week that I'd be able to take a week off. You think? Never took any time off. You guys know it. When you're here at Easter, Christmas, winter, spring, summer, or fall, I'm always here. Whether it be Christmas, my birthday, or national holiday, I'm here. I'm doing my little thing, trying to get the word out. Likes are 6. Thank you so much. Thanks, bro. Hey, guys, thanks for being members. Really appreciate that. Means a lot, you guys. You don't know me. Whenever I can't see your videos or comment, my daughter told me to turn off my phone, let it sit for a minute, and turn it back on or update the YouTube app. And she's very smart. And that's true. I don't know why it does that, but it's true. It's like there's a certain time that if you come look for me and you don't find me, if you do it right away inside of a couple of seconds, you're probably going to get the same message. Thanks for letting me know that. And please, thanks your daughter. I appreciate that, you guys. Am I too loud? Am I talking too loud? Let me know, guys. It could be that I'm yelling in this microphone. My gosh, if I'm yelling too loud, please let me know. Prison Planet Earth, comply or die. It's basic. That's a good name. Hey, guys, Melbourne, Australia is in the house. Thank you very much, Melbourne, Australia. Paula from the UK, thanks a lot. Bruce, have you seen the cameras in Alaska that are video? Blackjack Guitar, thanks again, man, for everything. Cameras in Alaska that are videoing a planet close to the sun. No, but that is revolving fast and is red. Maybe Planet X, Nibiru. That's exciting. That's scary as hell. So we're going to see it in the video, man. I'm telling you, it is planet-sized, okay? The object that we're going to see in the video is definitely planet-sized. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And if anyone gave contributions and I haven't thanked you, please let me know, eh? I don't find that very cool when people take the time to contribute and that I can't thank them. I heard that there was something around the sun, planet-sized. And this is confirmed there. Like, it's no bullcrap. There really is something out there. So science is saying. Is it something that's coming? I don't know. It could be. And red, I did hear that too. Blackjack Guitar. So is it Nibiru? I have no idea. Because that's what they say about Nibiru, eh? The red oxide, or I think the red atmosphere around it. I have to do more research on that. But thanks again, Paula. That's interesting. Matt Lias, MS Sport, evening, Bruce. Hi, all from West Wales in the UK. Thank you very much for taking the time to stop by the channel, my friends. Love you guys. Bruce, I can see you fine here in southern New Jersey, USA. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Whoop. Disappeared. Dorothy disappeared. There she is. Thanks, Dorothy. New Jersey. New Jersey rocks. Thank you very much, New Jersey, USA. I ate a chocolate bar from New Jersey. Good day, mate. Glenn down under. Glenn S. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, man. 10,000 miles away in Australia. Imagine, eh? Yeah, we ain't close, eh? Really, at one end. Actually, yeah, you're in the bottom. I'm on top. When you're on top, I'm on the bottom. Got literally feet to feet that we are. You in Australia, you guys see the sky upside down as compared to what I'm seeing here. That's what my friend Crawlface in Australia, that's what he says. Other way around. So I'd love to see the sky upside down. So what I do at night is I put my feet up in the air and I film upside down and I just pretend I'm in Australia. Wow, that's what Australia looks like. No, but seriously, it's you guys literally see the moon upside down as compared to here. He got a chance to live both in the West and in Australia. So thank you very much, Victor. Brian B. Thanks, man. Thanks for everything, the comments and the support, my friend. Alberto Sierra. I'm not going to get to the bottom, eh? Oh, am I? Actually, yeah, maybe I will. There's Julie Miller. I'm actually filming the moon with listening. Thank you, Peter. It's awesome, man. I fell in love with the bloody telescopes, and I do that a lot. If I'm doing something inside, I'm filming outside the telescope. Sometimes I'm doing work inside, and I go outside every minute, 25 seconds to realign and go back, and I'll do that all night sometimes, even in the winter, because sometimes it's just too bloody cold outside. Hey, man, I wish you luck. I hope you get something. See, that's the beautiful thing. The people that have caught the most amazing things on the moon are just, us guys with regular telescopes. And once in a while, you catch something going by that nobody has caught. Like, that's my first black triangle. Never have I. Actually, it's not true. It's my second black triangle, but I only had a frame of the triangle. I wasn't able to show a video of the triangle. A picture is not as convincing. When you get something that's going by in the atmosphere, well, that's China Man. Hey, good to see you again, Bruce. Keeping on. Thank you very much. Tree Lambda Delta, how's it going? Oh, it's off the sun. I left the keys in it and wondered where I'd got. I reported it as stolen. Well, it went by me real effing fast, shifting sideways. Then it wound up in the sun. And I would say that you lost either the second vessel on it that's probably around the atmosphere, which we're going to see in a couple of minutes. That right now that I'm leading everyone on here, but it's just so many comments. I wanted to get to them all. Charlie Adams, thanks a lot, my friend. Yvonne Sebastian, nice to see you. Thanks again, Yvonne, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Jay, are you related to Floyd? My friend Floyd? We should start a bacon gang, actually. Like, literally, bacon gang coats and stuff. Go from channel to channel. Look for people that are dissing bacon. Yeah, I'm a bacon fan too. Hey, Bruce, you ever think these giant planes might be circling the moon to block flares? Absolutely, Damon. That's a hell of a good one, bro. Absolutely. And I also believe that maybe they're the ones that are analyzing the sun. I'm crazy enough to even imagine that 50 of them can go drain and suck the energy off the sun. I'm that open-minded, to be honest with you. But I do believe it. I do believe that maybe that's why that's maybe it's funny you say that's also maybe the reason why there hasn't been any flares on the side of Earth. For me, anyways, I don't want to tell people that there's no flares facing Earth if there are. But here in Montreal, day 3, I confirm I've not seen any flare except for one flare that was on the east side on the very, very edge of the sun. But that makes total sense. I believe that one. That's not nuts. We're going to go look at it right now. Again, I can't get over it myself, having caught that. Jay Rocco, thanks everyone. Peter Hyde, thanks my friends. The powers that be want us to cancel meat and eat humans. Yeah, there's truth to what you're saying, eh? I know no one's going to believe you, but I saw the reports of the disgusting reports of what's going on there. Also about making us eat the bugs. It's all real. It's all very, very real there. With that, what the fuck's up with that? Obviously, they don't know how nature or the life cycle works. Cheers. Absolutely right about that. And it's true what you said. They want to cancel meat. And not just that. The humans, apparently there are, I'm not even going to get into it. There are some foods that have us in it, apparently. So just get that in your mind, they were talking about larvae and a whole bunch of things that they wanted us to eat. Like basically, at me, it's simple. Here in Quebec, there are enough fruit trees like apples and shit like that. I'm going to run around and pick up berries and stuff. I'm going to be real thin, a real hairy, crazy bastard in the woods of Canada. It's going to be running around in the woods there, all nuts and gnarly. Probably my underwear is like that guy on Trailer Park Boys there when he has to take off his pants to fight. Don't know why I mentioned him, but anyways. What's his name again? I don't remember. He eats hamburgers. Anyways. Red Rabbit's in the house. Thank you very much. So let's get that started, guys. And if I missed anyone, hope not. Ralph Piolio, thanks again, brother. Julie Miller, my friends, thanks. It really means a whole bunch, my friends. Connecticut Sandra, thank you very much. Charlie, you're absolutely right about that, brother. I opened a portal, man, playing with that when I was younger. And don't forget, this was a Bradley game. Okay, Bradley Brothers game, okay, that people buy for their parents buy for their kids. It's just Ouija board game. It's a game. Communicate with spirits, right? Then I brought it home, and when I was alone with the board, okay, I could get it to move. And I got a lot of information out of the boards. 9 o'clock. Give me a second, please. The answer is no, you haven't been blocked for the person that called me and asked me if I frickin' blocked you. No. Jesus, Murphy. First phone call in 6 years. Did you block me? No, I don't block people. Sorry about that, everyone. Here's the thing, guys. My channel's manipulated and hacked. A lot of you don't believe it. I'm not talking about you, my family, but a lot of people don't believe that my channel's hacked. My close supporters see it's got a call now from someone that was pissed because they're blocked. I can't do anything about it. It's not me. It's glitches. It's hackers that are doing it, unfortunately. But I just got a text phone call, which I can't stand. I hate those. Thanks, Judy. Yes. I get amazing support here. No coincidences. You're damn right about that, Julie. So no, if it's the same person that I think it is, it would be JMAM. And no, you're not blocked. Obviously, JMAM. Obviously not blocked. I wouldn't have given you a nice little wink and a hello this afternoon when I saw you at work. I'm sorry that is happening. I'm definitely not blocking you. Come back and you'll see you'll be unblocked tomorrow or something, but you should be able to join the live stream. But because I'm going to show a video now, I guess some people are going to have some problems. Really sorry about that, JMAM. I hope it was you because you're the only one that had my number. So thinking, so yeah, so let's do this. Share. Is it share screen or video file? I'll just share screen because that's where I'm going to go. Share screen. Share entire screen. There we go. Share. I do want you to know if, and I'm not going to know now. Oh, yes, I will, actually. I'll do a little test. Well, I did a test, and apparently you guys can't see the screen. But there's a big problem because I'm looking right at the screen. You can't see that right there in the center, all those lines and everything. Nobody can see anything? Let me scroll to the bottom. This always takes long. Sorry, guys. Hey, Bex, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. So let me scroll to the bottom. Can anyone see? Yes, we see. Okay. Ijdu, you sure? Yeah, you guys can see. I can see. Okay. So I want to know if you guys see the movie that I'm going to start right now. So now there's a movie. Why the hell is this going on? I don't get it. Can you guys see the movie? Screen with in-screen infinity. Yes, perfectly. Thanks, Floyd. And now I'm going to go add the video. Can to infinity. Yeah, I know you see that to infinity, but you should. All right. Okay. I'll stop sharing the screen. I do this all the time. I don't understand why it's not working. Share video file then, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Let's see. Fast moving. There we go. Open. It looks like the video file doesn't have a video track. Well, of course it does. Okay. Does anyone here subscribe to Elena? Elena? Yeah. Well, good for her. Share. Screen. Share entire screen. There. So now you should see the infinity. Thanks, FTB Fitness. It should work. We can see you plain and simple. Well, some people causing problems. Check it out, mods. Check it out. All right. So now you should see the whole screen. There. I'm going to see if it works once again, and I'm going to call back my person. This is the last time. And if not, I'll go make the video. I don't understand why this is going on. You see the movie? Okay, can you hear my voice? Awesome. No, there's no music. Can you hear me go boo boo gaga gagi? Thank you. Awesome. Right, thanks. There we are. There we are. It's funny, I did the same thing. Simple little problem. So now, mods, I'm sorry you will obviously have trolls or whatnot, but it doesn't matter. I'll play the video. So what we're going to see here is an object going across the sun. We're going to see it different ways. There's the sun. This was yesterday, the 16th, and I was filming the sun. And what you're going to see, watch this. I'll bring the exposure down. It's going to take about 2 or 3 seconds, and you'll see at the top, an object will come down, very large, and then get smaller as it crosses. It seems to have a shape. Look on the left. At the same time, did you see that? I'm not crazy. That looks like a shadow. Now, I brought the exposure down so that you understand the asteroid is now out of sight, but look at the other line that appeared at the same time as the asteroid. It would be its bloody shadow as the asteroid crossed across the sun. And if that's not incredible enough for you, we're going to look at it in a couple of different ways. And for me, it was absolutely incredible. We're not lying. Everyone that I've known in astronomy for 20 years have been talking about trying to capture stuff around the sun. Well, look at this. Look on the left. Watch them move at the same time. Is that the shadow? Here, we're going to, bring the exposure down, and we're going to really bring the lights down. And you're going to see that object. It's going to be so bloody huge. Look at it. Now watch at the same time. That other object is traveling across. It looks like the same object, and it could be possibly the shadow. Here's with a purple filter. This is a members video that I made yesterday for the members, and I got some different audio up that I showed a couple of things. Also, going to skip over the moon because I'm really trying to focus on the sun right now. But look at, again, on the left, it looks like a shadow. Here, it's just absolutely incredible as it's going across. And ladies and gents, I'm sorry, but there is a shape to it. A square almost on the right, but again, it could be, pareidolia, the whatever, the shadow that's around it. But there it is. That's what it looks like. An incredibly large object, and of course, real quickly, this is the object yesterday that I saw by the sun. That you guys didn't see these same images. I got them a little clearer and a little closer, changed them up a little bit. We're just going to look at that again really quickly, if you don't mind. That's a natural shot, the shot straight up that you're looking at, the real speed and the real angle. So literally, that is the object crossing over the sun. I'm going to slow it down. There it is. Looks like the nose is upwards. It could be, and I say nose is upwards. It's like an isosceles triangle, not quite a perfectly angled shape. But look up in ufology, there are 3 types of triangles. There's the 3-sided straight one, the isosceles triangle, and there's the more elongated triangle. I'm going to have to learn those and talk to you more about them. But there it is. You can see it very clearly, forward and backwards. Somebody said it looked like a mouse point. Yep, really does look like, literally looks like the mouse point. UFOs leaving the surface, leaving heat signatures on the surface as they leave quickly. So, just how far away is that object? Yep, that's what I was going to say. How far away is this object? Crawlface was talking about that with me. If it's close to the sun, it's a hell of a lot bigger than Earth. You can sit a couple of Earth-sized objects and planets on the wings of that. Damon before was mentioning maybe these objects are there to help against the solar flares and stuff. Well, it's been 3 days, no solar flares. Hey, we can see it well here, eh? Quite simply a blue greenish filter, and I brought the exposure down even more. Look at the sun. There's no flares on the sun at all while that's happening. So we're going to go see a lightning strike real quick that happened also at the house to finish off. But then I want us to go back to seeing that object at the beginning of the object. Actually, what we're going to do, well, hold on. Let's see these go by. This, again, is a close-up, clarified, sharpened. It's about the closest I'll ever see. And, oh, that is scary shit. That is big, okay? Like Earth on that, you wouldn't see it. It'd be too small on it. You'd fit a bunch of, okay, there we are. I'm going to put the volume on now. This is in the rain that hit 2 nights ago and a little something cool that happened. I'm going to let that play and get the volume up for you here right now. I hope you hear the volume. And I'll get back to you. We'll go back to that other object. That was the rain pounding the window last night. Nice lightning strike right in the trees in front of me. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Exactly where I wanted it. I thought that was funny. So here it is in slow motion. Just a literal flash, like 20 feet at the end of my yard there, which there's not even any trees there. So basically it's hitting the street. But anyways, check it out. Is there anything more powerful than that? A flash of lightning. So what do you all think? Do you think this is a shadow? Look at it, guys. Seriously, I'm not making it up. And here's another thing. You all know that it looks like it's broken, the asteroid. It's not clear enough. Like, what the hell is it? Inside the sun's atmosphere? That's why I say inside the sun's atmosphere. And look how large the object is when it's right in the edge. Look at that. And the worst of it, it's not coming from out here. If it was, it would be very bright and on fire, and we would see it coming by there. So unless this is, I don't know, is it a satellite? Of course not. If it was a satellite around the sun, it would mean they made a satellite the size of 15 Earths or 10 Earths, you know? So, but look at it. As it gets to the edge, large there, small in the center, and large there. Again, take note of how many times, it's right there. I got good eyes. I'm going to back up. It's going to start here. The minute this object comes onto the sun's surface or over the sun, you're going to see that object right there, every frame at the same time, moving. Let's back it up. There it is. There's the first one. It's right there. I see it there. And every time the other one moves, so will the shadow as it's moving across. Boom, boom, boom. So here I brought the exposure down to look at the object as it's continuing downwards, and it seems that at one point the shadow is just going to disappear right off the edge. Was it the shadow? I don't know. And see here again, you know, the best part is here. It's incredible. I mean, look at it there showing up, right? Literally showing up, but you do see some edges or angles sort of in it. And again, look, no flares. There's nothing on the sun at all. And I've been filming so many flares, like up to 20, 30 flares and spots on the sun. But there it is. Watch the shadow. You tell me that's not a shadow. I'm sorry. We even see it rotating at one point at the same time. That's scary stuff here. Look at that. I know it's hard to see, and I'm not making it up. I mean, I've never in my life filmed something that made a shadow over the sun. Okay. Even that other object, the large object that I showed you at one point that was here, looked like plasma leaving the sun at one point, or Nibiru. It still was not leaving a shadow on the sun. It was probably behind the sun. But here, it really looks like it's inside of the sun's atmosphere. This one here is This one is just incredible when you see it here on the left there. Incredible. So I definitely wanted to share that with you all. Hold on. Anything else here? Dark triangle, sun halo, UFOs. Lots of stuff here and no porn, no time. Just captures, my friends, all over the place. More and more, we're going to have, oh, this one was cool. Remember the cloud with lightning? Look at that big ass scope. There's a star there. This is daytime UFOs, and I started filming it this month during the day outside with the infrared camera. That's not a UFO. That is a cloud that's stationary. You know it. All of you that have cameras, it is so hard, okay, to see the stars stationary. The minute you're filming a star and you see one cloud go by the star, the bloody cloud looks stationary and it looks like the star is moving, but it's not moving. But here is where that electrical disturbance was in that cloud during the daytime that came by. And then at one point, the UFO is going to come out at the end there, which it is very hard to see on the top in the circle there.
Plain. I know. Be nice to have got it.
Sorry about that. So with the volume off, there it is. You'll see it come out at the top. Right there. Not much you're going to say, well, it's a UFO. It's planes. There's no plasma balls like that flying around during the day, and you could only see that with an infrared camera. And no, I did not see it with the naked eye. Obviously, I didn't even see it while filming with the camera. Here with the green, it's hard to see pixelation a little bit, but still, you see that object coming out. We didn't see it very long, eh? And that's where we had that disturbance in the wires right here, where people were saying it was cars. No, definitely not cars. Look how strong the sun is, eh? With all the rays that you see, that's exactly when Genesis sunspot was really flaring. It's in the bottom, the Genesis sunspot right there. Just absolutely crazy sun rays that we see there. That's the one there, the Genesis one, if I'm not mistaken, 2868. It's pretty scary actually seeing it that size. Watch it there really close. So the weather's been really disturbed because of all the activity on the sun. There's a lot of flaring. Do you know that if you see a spot on the sun, the small one right here, that's bigger than our planet Earth? Did you know that? It's way bigger than Earth there, just that. So imagine all this. I know for a fact that this one was 70,000 kilometers long. This is, it grew to be 70,000 kilometers long. That's the AR 2868. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Genesis sunspot there. We can see them there. Just this dark, aggressive spot. And those spots that you're seeing is said to be 65,000 feet deep inside of the sun's whatever atmosphere, I guess you want to call it, the corona. We have atmosphere going two different directions on the sun, so they say, but that's pretty friggin' big. I don't know about you guys. That is huge, definitely huge. Yeah. So we could see here. That's also, here's another very rare capture. When I say very, definitely very rare, unless there's activity like coronal mass ejections. There's a piece of flare, plasma, literally plasma leaving the sun, and there's something happened. I don't know what the hell that was, whether it was plasma. This happens, and you could catch it when you're looking at the sun, when you know that there's big flares and stuff like that. We're talking about drones, guys. This object, I believe, like, what the hell you want it to be? Was it a drone? I have no idea. But that was caught around daytime. Get a lot of little flashing lights like you see up on the top there in deep space, and UFOs coming over the house that even flash over the house sometimes. I get a lot of those, actually. And you need a lot of hours outside filming, obviously, to be able to catch something. And it's not going to happen every day either. Sometimes, look, I was here 4 months in a row when the activity completely stopped here and there were no more UFOs. So You never know when something's going to happen out there. But I tell you what, satellites don't go in all these directions. Oh, we're not done. They're all over the place. Thanks for watching, everyone. So now let's get back. Let's get back to the stream. Stop recording. Thank you. I'm back. Any damage? I do any damage? I'm going to scroll down here to see what I'm missing here. Hey, B Freeman. Thanks for coming by. Chris, how can it be that an object, these are good questions, has a shadow on the sun? Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't, man. There shouldn't be any shadow because they say that the sun is not solid, and they say it's hydrogen and with other gases, and it very, very odd. Where does the light come from for the shadow? I drank too much beer to understand what's going on. No. Damn hot shit again. No, I'm telling you, yeah, hot shit again. Yeah. Put it in the bloody cooler. It doesn't make any sense, Chris. There shouldn't be any shadow on the sun. Like you say, it's definitely not because of the alcohol, my friend. It makes no sense. There should not be. My own mother said it. The sun doesn't have a surface. Well, I don't know. I beg to differ. Heather, notice it was StreamYard. I forgot to say hi. Sorry. No problem. Nice having you, Heather. Your videos always keep me wanting more, Bruce. Floyd, that's what gets to me. Thanks, Darla. Thanks, Floyd. Thanks, Darla. No, it's exciting. It gets me so exciting. There's JMAM. I see you, Jam. I can see you 100%. Thanks, Stephen A. Yeah, you guys rock. Damage confined to the chicken wings. Well, how come there's a shadow on the sun? There really was one, I believe. If not, the only other scenario I would have is that if that asteroid or object or UFO was coming over the bend, and when it did, there would be another object that would have let loose the minute it touched the north side. And then, like, here's the sun, right? There's the sun. Top of the sun. Object comes by and starts crossing the sun like this. But there's a piece that lets go, and then the other piece starts drifting off on this side and the other one on that. So that's the only thing I can see. If not, it's definitely something really close or pressed up to the sun, around the sun. And a lot of people were commenting in the comment section saying, well, man, if there's something around the sun, it's going to go around the sun and it's going to swing by Earth. So, and yeah, you're right, because that's what asteroids do. They always go around the sun first and they swing by Earth, like Oumuamua did before going back into constellation of Lyra. But is this object a UFO? Is it the black triangle that I saw the day before? I don't know. And that the end's not there anymore. Maybe got rid of the triangle end. It was Elon Musk with his silly tourists. I wouldn't go up in an Elon Musk rocket if you paid me. Well, it depends how much you pay me, but I'd have to think about it, be honest. No, it's not a shadow, says Matt Lee MS Sport. No, it's not a shadow. I think it's a reflection between your lens. Watch Tesla car in space. When car turns, you get reflection opposite side of screen from the sun craft moving instead of a car. Oh, yeah. No. This was my infrared camera. The infrared camera picks up light, though. That I doubt it, but I respect your opinion. No. The object was definitely part of the first object. They're moving at the same rate of speed, and they're moving frame by frame like that. But I don't know. I would think it would be definitely a shadow, if not a sliver of something, because I didn't see anything of what you said, though. You said, I think it's a reflection between your lenses. See, that's the problem. You thought I had a telescope, right? And I wasn't using a telescope. So now we have the confirmation that it wasn't something between my lenses, because I don't have lenses on the infrared camera. It's just a straight up infrared camera. So, Maybe, are you guys impressed at how close I was able to show it without getting pixelation? One of the things I'm really good at is zooming up. I've done photography with ants, insects. I love zooming up on an ant drinking in a water drop. I did this all when I was young, my teens. Really good at doing photography. So now zooming up on the moon and using the infrared camera, zooming up. But that's very smart what you said. And probably if I would have had my telescope, but I mean, does that mean every time we're going to see a shadow on the sun, people are going to think it's, we got to be careful with that, Don't want to think everything's, Thanks, Chris Hardy. I've been to the sun. It's really hot, even in the winter. Yeah, hot. Yeah, but in your shorts, hot. Not like furnace hot is what I think. I saw a triangle above my house, says Be Free Man, yesterday, but not even a cell phone photo because I was up on a left course. And that's why they permitted you to see them probably. It just bleeped away. Yeah, exactly. Was it bleeping? Are you serious? See, I didn't see mine bleep at all, right? Like there was no lights or anything on it. It was just a dead, dark object, right? I don't think it was dead though. Hey, thanks, Chris. Thanks, guys, for appreciating it. We'll do it more often, guys. I promise. You all know it, right? Remember when I told those of you following me, I told you all we're going to do some spectacular things here. We're going to do shows. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk and share about the things. Then I started getting hacked. I think I was hacked before, but I hadn't noticed it. And those of you who don't know it, just arriving to the channel, my channels, all the views are being stolen. Not all the views, most of them. Thousands of views are rolling down, and I only get a handful of views, just keeping my revenue at always borderline. So when you guys come back and support the channel like this and view the channel and leave comments and leave a thumbs up, gives me a lot of help. Definitely appreciated it. It's reflection off something else. There's something that isn't there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So where is the reflection coming from? So no matter how we want to explain it, and thanks again, Matley MS Sport. I appreciate all comments. And I hadn't explained that it was just the infrared camera that caught that. And actually the P900, sorry. So there's no excuse for having something between the lens, It's not a telescope. And with the infrared captures too, so. Be Free Man, thank you so much. I didn't understand it either. Should not be any shadow. Yep. What is casting the light onto the sun? Exactly. Makes no sense because it's something over bright light. So that means maybe it was something simultaneously along. It would not. I don't know. It just really looks like the other object at the same time. And don't forget, we're seeing it under the atmosphere. I'm going to show it. You know it. I'm going to have to find it. You know the video that I show the UFOs going by on the moon and they go by under smokes and hazes and you can see that the light's in the atmosphere of the moon? Well, that's exactly what we just saw. But hey, guys, we just saw this on the sun. So what did they send there, or who went there, or who's going there? We got aliens being seen by pilots. This is the real thing. And you know what the scary part is? 69%, 70% of the world still never heard of Jeremy Corbell and didn't even know that there were about any UFO or UAP report. They're not talking about it on the news enough, not enough at all. Tim O'Neill, thanks. Do you ever see letters GMF or GOF on the moon near the sea? Ooh, interesting. GOF on the moon near the seashell looking crater. I know exactly which one you mean, but probably Mayor Christian or whatnot, but no. But the F, yes. B, E. It could be an E or an F. I have seen some letters and numbers, guys. Number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1, and a 5, even a 6 on the moon. There's areas. I'm not saying it's numbers that are there, but Tim, it really looks like a number is on the ground beside a crate, and you see a large number. Literally see a large number. That I have noticed. But the GMF or GOF together on the moon, I have not, but you can be sure I'll be looking though. Thanks for mentioning that. See strange behaving light, says Ishdu, thank you. In the night sky, almost anytime it is clear, flashes, moving lights, not planes or satellites. Yep, I see them too, the flashing lights. And you look into the constellations, like around the Big Dipper, I look in Orion, and they're there. And they flash so often, I would say once every 5-10 minutes for sure, that you see always a flash. Dean, how's it going? I've been to the sun. It's really hot, even in the winter. I read that one before. It was a good one. Kai Miller loses enough mass to hit escape velocity. Thank you. You're talking about me, my weight loss? I should be good to hit the escape velocity now. Hey, Charlene, is it Charlene or Charlene? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Charlene Williams, I thank you, sister, so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Darla. Yeah, I'm actually going to stop probably posting the address. Not the address. No, not the address. The email, which I'm happy that we don't, unless people ask for it, I don't post it anymore. I'm having a lot of problems, guys, with the email. Some of the crap that I'm getting there, boof. And you know what they're doing now is they're writing things that they know that I'm going to look at. Like if somebody here says, hey, Bruce, check out my bee video that I sent. Well, somebody sends me emails about bees and they try to pretend they're the other person and stuff. So it's just, it's cute. Tommy Langley is do me too all the time. Thank you very much, Tommy, for being here. Hi, Bruce. Easy question. The distance of the sun is 344 kilometers. Much closer? It's funny when you say that. Listen, the sun and the moon look the same bloody size, right? They say that it looks like they're the same size because the sun's very far away and blah, 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 blah. The sun's big and the moon's very, very close and smaller, and it looks like they're the same size. But when you say, if I was to guess, how many kilometers, like in kilometers, probably, I probably would guess about 100,000 kilometers. I really wouldn't see it being further than that. Maybe it's even too far. Maybe the sun isn't all that big, maybe that big ass bright light is there to hide the entrance to Earth. Maybe that's Earth. Maybe the firmament, that's the plug, the sun, lots of theories we could say, eh? They're all damn interesting, boy. Moon bats. Yeah, big ass moon bats, Stephen A., which would be really creepy because I saw some things that looked like they're flying around in the atmosphere, look like big pterodactyls on the moon. That was in 2016, and boy, did people laugh at me with that one. 2016, lunar pterodactyls, lunar dackles. Funny stuff, but I'm not laughing. I'm serious. And I'm laughing because I just think it's funny that there's it's possibly inhabited the moon, or aliens are there excavating who used to be there before, or people are sending drones to go into the craters and out of the craters, and I don't know what they're doing. If we could send land rovers, did you see what they're using on the land rovers now? Mechanisms, the arms, they go and they grapple so that they can climb, and they turn around and they keep climbing and climbing to go up the edges of the craters. So that's what they encounter as a problem. When you land on the surface, the Land Rover won't do more than a mile in a section, and he's lucky if he can do that. And then once he gets to the end, he'll have to do some climbing. They'll have them climbing over things, and maybe with a larger telescope, we'll be able to see the proof of that. Maybe buy some equipment that we can start listening to. A big-ass radio telescope. It'd be fun listening out into space for sounds and messages, and oh my God, you gotta get all this equipment. If I was rich, that's what I'd be doing. I'd have microscopes here. I'd be looking for meteorite dust outside. I'd be buying it from people, sending it to me all over the internet, which is probably already somebody doing that. Probably want to break my legs after me mentioning it, but size of that object is freaky too. It really is, Krista Hardy. I mean, the size of it would have to be effing huge. Even if it was only here in our atmosphere going by, I could legitimately say it. Listen, it looked like it was as high as a high-flying plane. And you could see that instead of it traveling forward like this, it sort of was like that, and it was sort of going like that. So I tend to think maybe it was not in our atmosphere. It could be close to the sun. I don't know. It was definitely creepy. The Silver Surfer. Yes. I think it's reflection off Sun Simulator. Well said, Dorothy. Well, I'll tell you what. Even if there is not a surface of the sun, which I doubt, but anyways, if there isn't, who says that the atmosphere that is so dense that maybe there could be a shadow? No, actually, that's crazy, isn't it? No, that would be crazy. If could a shadow show up? I'd have to check, like Oumuamua, when it goes by a galaxy or a nebulae or something, does it cast a bloody shadow over the nebulae? I wonder, because you saw it like me in the video. It really looks like the shadow is beside that object. It's going at the same distance. It's going at the same speed. It's traveling in the same direction also as that object that's going that way, and you got the shadow going that way. It would make sense that depending on how close the asteroid is, the shadow would be closer to the center of the sun. The closer that asteroid would be to the sun, the closer there would be a shadow. But again, would there be a shadow on the surface of the sun? Probably not, because there's no surface. They say. They say. So they say. I don't know anymore. So this week, I'm going to start doing some night streams, guys. I got to spoil my community on Bruce Sees All and do little shows like this. Analyze during the week. I got a lot of footage, guys. A lot of stuff. Go back on the moon. You know, if I don't get the moon tonight, I have a lot of footage. If you guys want me to get up some nice footage from a month ago that I got, that I still haven't showed yet, I can get it up if ever I don't get the moon this month there. We've got still a lot of footage to look for. Look for UFOs, do a whole bunch of stuff into those videos, definitely, at the same time, for sure. I can't thank you. Hey, we made it to 10 o'clock, guys. Almost 10 o'clock. That's really awesome. I'm really happy that you guys are here supporting the channel. I can't thank you all enough. It is mind-blowing. Thanks a lot, Mask Murda. Thanks, brother. It's definitely something that I don't have a card that says I'm a ufologist. I don't have a card that says I've studied at a university, that I have a bloody degree in astronomy, but it doesn't matter. What we're catching, we could see that it's clearly something on the sun. And I'm lucky. I was definitely lucky to capture it, but it is mind-blowing stuff. It is, because you can understand, man, the size of this shit, like the size of that thing, Earth beside the sun, until I actually saw it. It's drastically different. It's like a pencil point beside a basketball. That's literally the difference in size. So if there's something around the sun, there definitely could be. There's my Spanish channel. Thanks so much, Darla. Thanks again, Mass Murder. Mobile Gaming, appreciate that. The Silver Surfer. Hey, Tim, rate it again, man, by the way. If ever, or unless that's the one I answered, but if not, do not be shy, you guys, to write it again. Hey, B Freeman, thanks a lot. It is clear. I was lucky. Tell you, really lucky to be able to see it. And that's the only thing I caught the day I went out with the camera to film what was on the sun. That's the only thing I caught. There was no flares, which I never go outside to film the sun when there's no flares, because usually you don't see anything. But it just so happened, geez, the coffee gets hot in that cup. It just so happens that I was lucky to see it. And guys, I went out from, I got the black triangle at 12 o'clock noon. The next day I went out at 11:30 p.m. in the afternoon, a little bit before 12 o'clock. And I filmed till about 1:10, 1:15. I went in, I looked at all the footage. There was nothing in the footage. I was going to throw it away, guys. I was going to throw it away. And what I did, and again, I'm not going to hide it. There's no skill in this. It was pure luck. In the center, there's 3 birds that went by. They went by fast. So what I always do, even if it's a bird, you never know. Everything looks like a bird at a certain speed, right? Everything far out that goes by fast will look like a black smudge. But when you slow it down, and when I saw that bloody triangle, okay, but that's not the triangle. I'm talking about the one on the sun. That object went by on the sun, guys, and I'm not lying, like that. It was like I could never get my hand to go as fast. And if I would have showed you the actual footage, you don't see it. You see a speck black hit the top of the sun, and then you see another speck on the other corner. So you sort of see 2 corners. But by slowing it down, you see it go by, and you see the other object there, you know? So if there's a film over the sun or atmosphere or something, would it not show a shadow? I don't know. I really don't know. I agree with some of you that's a bit ridiculous seeing a shadow on the sun. So if it's not a shadow, it could be something that split up in 2 pieces, that the asteroid was continuing, but it's going around the sun. So I'm going to go back and film it every day again, even if there's no flares. And mark my words, if I film it, but this is long. This took me 3 hours yesterday to do. And I was like, I'm going to waste my time. And I always say that I'm going to waste my time. I'm going to watch this film for 3 hours and there's going to be nothing. And then I catch something and I say, I knew it. No, I didn't know it at all. I wasn't expecting to see anything there at all, actually. I was lucky. Been seeing mind-blowing stuff here for years. Kai Miller, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friends. Yeah, I've been very lucky and I have an amazing community and lots more coming. Ever since I was young, I've been seeing lights, guys. Before I had cameras, before there was internet. So now, thanks again, Be Free Man. Now, because I'm catching a lot of things, I should be able to film a lot more things. You guys, I didn't hide it when the UFOs stopped. You remember last year, 4 months, no UFOs outside. Finito, nothing, not one. But that was because of the medical, what happened, the pandemic. That started, and then they told us that there were no planes in the sky, but there were. And when you go see on Fly Radar, etc., all the places where you want to see the planes that are flying around Earth, they never stopped. I would say during the pandemic, there were more planes flying around. They never stopped, not one day. Yes, Dorothy. I have some infrared right now, just 1st and 2nd generation. And in less than a year, by the way, 2022 is the year. I'm confirming it, guys. Going to get an infrared 3rd gen, a couple of different models. And again, what I'm going to do with the 3rd generation, we should be able to see beautiful military-like videos. Exactly. Anyways, I'm already doing it. Already lucky with the infrared videos. And Gen 1 infrared, you have a very small screen, right? And what's the difference with the 3rd gen? Well, the difference is the light that it goes and gets, the clarity. You're filming widescreen, obviously. You're filming in 4K. Imagine filming a UFO in 4K. But I don't know if you know it. You're gonna need a lot of data space. I mean, these videos filming in infrared would be large files, probably 100-300 gigs for a couple of minutes, depending. I don't know how it really functions. Actually, I'm gonna have to check it out myself, the 3rd gens. But there's some models that you have on your head. I'm worried about the infrared being close to me because it's cancerous. Maybe not the cameras, but I know infrared is cancerous. It's not necessarily something you want to have close to your brain. And I've always wondered if my eye, the problem I always have with my eye, I have no eye problems aside from it's dry. But I always use the same eye to look in the lens with infrared. After about 35 minutes looking in the infrared, you feel sick to your stomach because the eye is pulsing. And don't forget, when I film 30 UFOs at night, I don't stop. I'm just sitting there in the friggin' camera looking at everything because it's like the sky is crazy here. I'm telling you guys, in Montreal, right here on the outskirts of Montreal, just on the outskirts of Montreal, there is an entry of UFOs that enter Earth's orbit here. They appear right here over my head, and I see them come in. So if I look around, what's around me, there's lots of communication towers, lots of them. All the communication towers for the Montérégie are all over the Montérégie in this region, but right where I am, I'm surrounded by 5 or 6 of them. Large towers. So they could be looking at that communication. And that reminds me of something that is not alien. Remember when they said they were around the nuclear plants? That the UFOs were coming down. They were going around the nuclear plants. They were observing nuclear plants. One of them even was taken out or something at a nuclear plant. Why? Because it's maybe foreign invaders and not necessarily someone from another planet. I don't know. Or they're coming here because the governments are doing something with nuclear, or already have. We know that for a fact. They want to propel, NASA wants to propel all their vehicles in space with nuclear. You do have to look up nuclear if you're interested. And, you know, there's not only bad nuclear. There's not only things that pollute with nuclear. There's lots of different nuclears, nuclear water plants and stuff. I looked it up and I was blown away by all the different nuclear ideas. Like, when you don't look these things up, you think nuclear bomb, nuclear plant, you know, plutonium, rods, you know, and that's it. But there's all these different things that are produced in nuclear power plants. There's bad plutonium, there's good plutonium, depends on the number, 400 and up and below. It's the sludge, they say. They do other things with that, generators and stuff. These things are going in nuclear warheads. I wouldn't want nuclear bases anywhere. Nuclear power plants anywhere. A big Bruce, Ontario nuclear power plant. There's a lot of stuff. Saw so many sun videos with several techniques. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, there are a lot of techniques. I'm sure there are. I'm not sure what it is, how far it is, really away, and how big the sun really is. I don't know either, but I'll tell you what, you guys, Oliver, you know, when you look at a sun image and it's on the page, do it. I don't know if it's because I have eye problems or whatever. Do it. Look at a sun image. Take an image of the sun and then look at it on your page. The sun's active on your page. Did you know that? I'm dead serious. When you look at the sun image, you will see that image always looks like the sun's getting closer to you all the time. And it does that to me. When you're looking at it, there's something about the sun that trips me out all the time. When you grab a sun image and you bring the exposure completely down on the sun image, it's still bright. And then you bring it back in and you bring it back down again. At one point, what it's going to do, it's going to zone in this black donut shape, which is just going to go in and just hide the complete sun. You can't take the exposure down from the sun. It's not like the moon. The moon, you could really adjust the moon where you could, if you bring the exposure down, you're going to see the crater. You know, it gets rid of the white. It's not hard to understand that, right? It's like saying there's smoke in a room and you don't see it, but when the sun comes in the room, you see the smoke. Well, it's the same thing. It's just hard to see. If everyone tells 2 friends and so on, Bruce sees all channel. Love you, Floyd, for it. Yeah, man, that's exactly it. People that talk to their friends about it. You guys did it, man. You talk to your family about it. Hey, I mean, that's just amazing. A lot of people do that. I know a lot of you tell me, both men and women, the guys say, my wife doesn't like you. She does not watch your videos. Or it's the opposite. Some of the women say, well, my husband thinks you're like really weird. I get it. I respect that. But balls are getting hacked, Bruce. Appreciate all you do. Thank you, Tracy Carlin. Yeah, getting hacked. But like I said, never in my life. Lakeside Laura, thank you very much for being here. Sorry I missed you. Thanks a lot. Hi from Quebec. I've never had this much bad luck, but in the bad luck, incredible positivity came out. Seriously, because all these hacks and everything that's going on, I have an incredible support from you all. So it sort of is an amazing thing. It's positive. It's what I'm trying to see, positivity, right? But they're never going to get me down. And if I do get down, I will definitely get back. So JM just talking to Darla, not even talking to me. Triangle TR3Bs have optical displays. Yeah. And use clouds, artificial, I think. I think you're right about that. I'm just, I'm no expert. I'm just learning about it myself. I mean, I looked up the TR3Bs, but I think the real image came out in 2009, but it was hidden. It's an image from 2009. They brought out in 214, 216, or 218, right? Very recent. It's on Wikipedia. You've probably seen it. TR3B, but it has that flat nose and just a triangular shape, sort of. But it has 3 lights underneath the TR3B, if I'm not mistaken. 3 lights. See, we didn't see anything on the one that I saw going by. We didn't see any lights or anything. It was going damn fast, though, boy. It was really going fast. But that's the interesting part with the clouds. And it makes so much sense, eh? Clouding. It just makes so much sense. And, it reminds me of, it has to be military. That's what is military as camouflage, right? Like when they send Americans to, I'm not even going to say it, in the sand, let's say, sand rats. When they send people over in the sand, they're going to wear sand colors, right? You're going to have creams, beiges, camouflage, you're not going to have dark, intense forest greens like here in the Canadian forest with pine trees and dark greenery, right? But the UFOs camouflage themselves like that, I believe, because when you see they camouflage themselves, how can they camouflage themselves? How many ways can it? Lots of ways. Light, by having a dark triangle. Think of it. A dark triangle, it's just, you can't see it once the lights go out, but it's only because it's dark. So if the dark triangle is flying around and you have an infrared camera, you're going to see it. Like I would have flipped out seeing that with the infrared camera. Maybe I would not have seen that it was triangular. Probably would have seen the photonic light and energy around it and would never have even known that the object was probably triangular. Probably not. Hey, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to come by the channel. I'm going to work on a video for you all tonight. Also, I did get the moon yesterday for about an hour. It was totally blurry, guys. I can get it up for you a little bit, maybe to show you if I didn't throw it all away, actually. I have to check. It was really bad. Didn't get much. But if not, like I said, when you guys and gals miss seeing the moon, I have lots of footage. Any crater you want me to zoom up on, I have over 180 hours of footage. I swear to you, I have lots of moon footage here. So, Floyd, everybody, you said something with atmosphere, perhaps. There is one. I've always wondered about that. And I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it could be that there is an atmosphere on the sun. They're talking about it more now on Venus. Venus, if you look up Venus, that sulfur in the atmosphere, raining down, boiling acid and sulfur raining down as volcanoes, they say on Venus. Are they still active like that? Russia, do you guys know it? Russia is supposed to land on the surface of Venus, right? In 2022 or 2023. That's what they said. They said it a while back. I don't know. I don't even know if the James Webb Telescope is up yet. It was supposed to. The date was months ago. Most likely they sent it up. They were really hush-hush about it. Those who don't know about it, before I get off, Elon Musk sent up some tourists into space probably about 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago, to be in orbit for 3 or 4 days, I think. 4 tourists for 3 days, orbiting around Earth. And it's tourists. It's people like you and me. It's people that do not have, they're not astronauts. It's the first time they send tourists up. And trust me, they're tourists. It's like an elderly lady that got over cancer that she sent up there. I think she's 98. I'm not sure, but we have a 98-year-old woman right now in orbit. I don't understand. Do you think that would be a bit stressful for her? No? She must have wanted to go, boy. Wow. 98 years old. What the hell do I got to lose? What are those lights? Those are UFOs. Imagine the lights that they're going to see up there. They're going to see a lot of stuff for sure. Always the cake and cherry lakeside here. Always cake and cherry. Thanks again, Charlene, everybody, for the generous contributions. Really greatly appreciated. Thanks for the support that you give this channel. I found letters on Mars, says Richard Green. Thanks, Richard, for sharing that, brother. Yeah, Google Mars. I've not checked that often, man. Richard, thanks for letting me know that. Sherry Lynn, hello. Hello. Letters on Mars. Yeah, that's a cool thing. I don't know if some of the Mars channels have mentioned that numbers. I think so. Numbers probably a lot more on Mars than on the moon. But I quite honestly believe that Mars would be more like Earth, more than the moon, probably. Definitely. Geez, thanks, Ralph Piolio. Thanks, man. I love you, bro. Say hi to Gina, the family, and thank you all for the support, you guys. I love you to pieces. You guys make me want to thrive and make more videos for sure, and I promise I will keep them up. Know where we're going. François Nadeau. Merci, François. Merci, mon frère. Bienvenue. That's right, B. Freeman. You're absolutely right about that. And you know what? Thanks again, guys. Thanks, Ralph Piolio. Appreciate that, man. Means a lot. It helps a lot, man. People don't know what UAP stands for. You're absolutely right. Unidentified aerial phenomena. And they have the UAPTF. And when they talk about the UAPTF, even me, you wonder whether it's the task force, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. So they're changing the words and terms, and people will be looking up UFOs, and maybe there won't be enough UFO videos anymore because people will be looking for UAP. I'm personally against them having changed that title, and I think it's actually absolutely ridiculous. I made it 2 hours with the voice, you guys, and I'm going to make a cool video for you all. Maybe try to get, oh my gosh, we'll be throwing, anytime you guys want to see the black triangle again, I'll throw it back in and try to do some more examining with it. It was just an amazing video. I'm upset that I only showed it once. I want to show it more times, but again, where I'm going right now is infrared. Tonight there will be UFOs for sure. There was a lot of activity yesterday, and I'm going to see if I can not film the moon again tonight, and I will get some moon footage up for you all. I filmed Jupiter and the moons also last night. So we're going to do some really big close-ups on the moons of Jupiter, which I got them really close the last time. So I'm going to try to see if I can do that again. Maybe not, because the atmosphere was horrendous. You never know. Sometimes you zoom up and it's like there's nothing there. You can't zoom up because there's something, a disturbance in the atmosphere or something. And thanks, Darla, and everyone for staying on so late with me. I got some people who are here even at 1 a.m. I will be doing some evening live streams in the middle of the week. And if you don't see them pop up, bug me about them. Bruce, you promised and stuff. I'd be more than happy to do them, guys, at night. If I get so much support like this, you guys enjoy viewing the stuff. You can view a whole bunch of other stuff and just chit-chat it. I seen it last night on a live stream. The letters blew my mind. Incredible. That's what they say, Stack, that the end is near. And to all endings, new beginnings come. Thanks very much generously all for the contributions. If you're here watching the videos, you're contributing to the channel in a great way. I appreciate it. It's helping me combat the hackers, actually. Phone getting slow keeps buffering. Tommy Langley, thanks again, man. I never had this problem until I'm watching controversial videos, documentaries, and stuff about the unknown. Never happens while watching a movie. It's funny you say that. Well, but I believe that. I think the same thing happens to me. Is there something in the air, or maybe some people that are on sites? I think there's literally like for real agents sitting down, bloody tampering with people's computers and stuff. Maybe they're looking for some secret, some international security secret or something. Who knows? They're not telling us what's going on, right? Yeah, the space sounds. I'd love to listen to that. Lakeside Laura. I'd love to experiment with all these devices to who knows what they're seeing and not telling us. Stack, I have, my friend. Yes. And I hope I need your help too, you guys. I'm not going to be able to slay the dragon alone. Seriously. Lunar dactyls. Yes. I'm too surprised. I'm not too surprised, really. Exactly. It's like, man, I was, more and more the things that we're hearing. Like right now, I'm afraid because I realize that the dragons and shit that we're talking about in the movies are probably real. Merlin is maybe not the guy's name, but it's actually an idea. Hello, Crawlface. Nice to see you, brother. 25 minutes later, I just saw him. Sorry, man. Nice to see you, bro. Thanks for all the support, Crawlface. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, B. Freeman. That's what I mean. Like nobody's doing it to get equipment and radio equipment that they're listening to the sun with instead to go listen on the moon. I used to do, upper lower sideband radio, AM, FM radios. I've used FM radios too with companies and whatnot, and even personal FM radios. Had a lot of people. I've done AM radio, then everything, every device, communication device. But we have some people with these old ouch, geez, is the space station zoning in on me? We have these people with these machines. Ouch, that hurt. With these machines to listen to. It's funny we're talking about space, to listen to the space station and stuff like that, and see a bunch of things. I know a couple of people, not personally, but that communicate with the space station. And I think between certain times in the afternoon or something, yes, sometimes they pick up the radio waves and they do tests and they ask the people what bases they're using and what not. I used to have a base also, not a lunar base, but just an AM FM base. I had a lot of CB equipment, antennas, Midlands, and I had Cobras, had some really good equipment. And then I had an AM CB Midland, and I zooked it up, I think, to 9 or 12 watts more, something like that. It was incredible. On the overpass along the 30 here, Salaberry to Valleyfield, on top of the 30, we talked to people in California, we talked to people in Florida, and truckers on the highways in Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Miami. We pick up the airwaves in frequencies. What happens, it creates a skip. So the more people talking, the more layers of frequency you have. And when you go to modulate, you'll modulate and you go up over top of the frequencies, and that brings you in a direct line over to the States, and you're just clear as day. Used to be able to talk to people from the States. It's interesting when you have one. You have to get into it. Thank you so much, Beth. That means a lot. I love you for it. And there's so many more captures, and I have a lot of captures that are cool like that, but except maybe not as crazy as that. It really is a cool capture, eh? I think it was a pretty cool capture too. Thanks a lot, Beth. And thanks for the support too and everything. Mr. Crawlface in the house. Kermit Clemens, Ribbit. Hi-ho. Kermit Clemens is in the house. Yay. Thanks, Kermit. Yes, the stats are in the house. Point is about sun size. When you see ships around the sun, as same as near Earth, it not seems sun is that big because ships must be hundreds of thousands of miles big. Yes, that makes sense. Absolutely. But if they are the same ship, sun isn't that big. Absolutely, Oliver Klein. That's exactly it. Like, there's two ways of looking at it. That's what Crawlface was saying the other day. If the object's over there, Stack. A lot of people are talking about the simulator, sun simulator. I'm totally interested in that theory. I think it's a very interesting theory, actually, about the sun simulator. What if, says Beth, thanks, Beth, like a portal of sorts, creating a temporary double rather than a shadow? What if it is like a portal of sorts, creating a double? Wow, I like that one. Double rather than a shadow. I can't figure out how there'd be a shadow. That's awesome as a theory. But I'll tell you what, Beth, the reason why we, in a way, that we can't understand that there's a shadow on the surface is because they're telling us it's hydrogen gas and it's a ball and the gas is in motion. It's basically the whole sun is supposedly ionized, sorry, gas, which is plasma. That's what plasma is ionized gas. And there's all these areas, all these little pockets they're called blinkers that activate and flare up. And so when you start reading about the sun, I'm getting a lot of knowledge about the sun, but is it all real? Is it all true? So when I see a shadow or something beside it, I say, hey, that seems to be that other object that is showing us on the surface. Like, for example, if I told you the sun was water, just an ocean, we could see a shadow in it, right? And maybe if these objects, large objects, we've never seen them before, come across the sun, maybe we wouldn't know how to detect them. But like you said, Beth, it makes sense that it doesn't make any sense that there would be something on the sun like a shadow, when of course it's just gases. But is the sun more solid than they say it is? Look at the sun flares, the sunspots. When we view the sunspots on the sun, luckily we've had new regions come up on the sun, and it's showing us the Carrington rotation of the sun. So we get to see how the sun rotates. Earth has a whole bunch of mountains. So anybody outside of our galaxy or the planet, or, well, obviously the planet, outside of the solar system or in the Milky Way or something, they could detect Earth's rotation and movement because they could see the clouds and the oceans and some of the mountains most likely. But look at the moon. Look at the moon's highest point, the Apennine Mountains, 10 or 12,000 feet under Mount Everest in height here on Earth. And we still can hardly see any elevation. It looks flat, the Apennine Mountains. So, but that, they say, it's because of libration. The optical illusion puts everything that's elevated on the moon and lies it down. Are these things real or not? I don't know. But those are the excuses that they're giving us, right? It's possible to see the dark side of the moon because of libration. No, not the whole dark side, but when it flips back, the uneven wobble of the moon will show us a rim line of maybe 100 kilometers on the dark side where we can see these other objects. Darla knows I showed a crater on the dark side at one point, Darla, and the Flintstone house that we called it. And it literally looks like a Flintstone house with a flat roof over top of it. And I've never saw it again. And I saw that when the moon's uneven wobble came towards me this way. You know, the moon's rotating like this. They say it's locked in place. How could they say that the moon is locked in place? Okay, watch this. The moon's locked in place. One day it's there, the other day is there. There's nothing locked in place, you know, unless it's hard to understand anyways how we're turning, I guess. So thank you very much, everyone. Just left some details about how shadows could behave with the sun on a members video for Bruce. Sorry, y'all. No problem. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up when I read it, man. Because that's an interesting thing. And everything I looked up is always and only because of what I'm capturing. If I looked up light, because I'm capturing things that I want to understand the light, how light it reacts in space. How do we see in space? How do we see colors in space? You know, if you listen literally to everything they're saying, you won't know what the hell they're saying. You know, I was told there's no colors in space, and every single star that I film is colorful with a telescope and stuff. So it doesn't make any sense. They'll say it's the atmosphere around Earth. Well, I don't think so. You know, I don't believe it anyways. It's just the atmosphere around Earth. Yeah, I believe it. We're about to see the dragon. You say on the 17th, the 23rd. 23rd of the 7th. Okay, no, I thought the 23rd of the 17th. I was like, that amazing. 23, I get it. 2023. 17th of the 9th month. It's coming. Yes, entrance to Earth. I will dream of it. Cool dream for tonight. Yeah, man. Like me, man. I dream of the most effed up stuff all the time. Chris, thanks again, bro, for supporting the channel, coming by, interacting with us all. They tried to say 300 feet asteroid made an explosion on Jupiter the size of Earth. So I don't trust them on what they say the sun size is. You're exactly right, ZG. Amozak entity or enterprise. I absolutely ENT. I absolutely believe that. You're very, very right about that. Thanks again, Ralph Piolio and everybody. Bruce, nearly 0300 been with you since 1800. That's awesome, Tony. Jeez, man. How long have I been here? It's already 10:16. I am getting off, guys, and I really thank you all. We have no idea what different types of life forms exist in the universe. I agree 100%. I don't even think science could even come to the conclusion as to what's out there. We have no idea. It really is another world. It's like this is the baby's playpen, and when we leave Earth, it's like literally falling out of the playpen, and then you're just in someone's house. Good luck. Sharp objects, slippery floors, never know, trap doors, stairs, nothing safe. Kids have parents because it's unsafe in environments they've never seen before. So what do you think would happen to us going into those environments? When you see those rockets hit in space, a wall, what is that? You hear the water. Remember the rocket traveling off of Earth, and it gets into this like gel or water, and you hear it. We could hear one of the rockets in one of the videos. Just sounds like it's in an ocean or something, and it stops. It slows down. Yep, the Space Force. That's what they say. I'm pretty sure they're the ones that are up there. Pretty sure. That actually looks a bit like the triangle that I saw, actually. It does, eh? Sort of. I'll be checking that out, Crawlface, that message. David T. Berry says the sun is a stargate and his life was threatened. It was to show his movie of Saturn. Thanks, Richard Green, for sharing that. Yeah, I've been hearing about that too, the Stargate one. It's interesting. Thanks a lot, Richard Green, for taking the time to check out my channel, man, and checking other astronomy channels. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Tim O'Neill. 10-4, man. An hour later, sorry about that. I was about to sign up for Space Force, do an age regression and all. Be awesome. I'd see it in a Space Force. Look cute with nice little Space Force hat and helmet. Blonde gets onto the moon, takes off her helmet. That'd make a good movie. That'd make a good movie. No, instead they send up Buzz and Bruce. What do you think about time traveling? Possible? Oh gosh, take an hour to answer that one for sure. You a Nikola Tesla fan? Yeah, fan. Yes, definitely, definitely. Tesla's number one fan. Yes. Energy, yes. Free energy, the whole kit and caboodle. Frequencies, yes. Your thoughts. Sorry for all the questions. Dude, don't be silly. Loco Louis or Loco Louis Jimenez. Jimenasi? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Jimenasi. No, absolutely. It's a great question. I believe in time travel. I believe it's possible. I believe certain planets are traveling through time without us actually understanding or knowing what is going on, when it's going on. I think maybe that's how they found that. Nikola Tesla, everything we see around us is Nikola Tesla, right? Like basically all the posts and everything, Hydro-Quebec plants here, everything we're seeing is Tesla's technology and ideas, basically. It's patents. I always say, time travel, if you're traveling through time, I would take a chance of sending you a pen in space through time traveling. But when the pen gets there, I don't know what it's going to look like. Can they transport humans? I know for a fact that I can't say for a fact. I know that I believe that they're testing They're definitely testing the time travel. Can they do it without any imperfections? That I wouldn't know. I would hope not, because it would get scary, you know. But I do believe it that they could possibly time travel. I believe they've been doing tests with probably monkeys, animals, dogs, most likely. I would believe that the first experiment for time travel, would it not be in a room? Like, would they not just try to make one person appear 10 feet away and then 20 feet away and then 30 feet away? Imagine the process of them doing that experimentation. Imagine the deaths, you know. Imagine, I mean, have you ever heard of the Philadelphia Project, where they were all sutured to the boat when they did an experimentation and they appeared? Am I mixing up stories? I think that's the one that appeared in Boston Harbor. Or am I thinking of Tesla, who lit up a light from Boston, from New York? I don't know which one he did. But this is all what they've been doing since the beginning of time. They've been studying energy to try to get to rule the world. It's sad. Rich people are trying to rule the world, and they want to have firepower with it. But I think the aliens are going to come down and tell our presidents and idiotic prime ministers that enough is enough. The nuclear is going to have to stop. They're going to have to clean up our act. Are they going to generate fuel with CO2 now? Lots of people are talking to me about that also. So, like, what's the problem? If there's a problem with CO2, but they can make fuel, why aren't they? Why aren't they cleaning things up? Why didn't the government give us electric cars, the idiots? Come on. You serious? They screwed up our lives. They should be buying us cars and castles. That's what they should be doing. They should be buying us cars and castles, and they should be paying for the funerals of our family members that they're killing, basically. That's how I see things. We're living in a prison camp, eh? That's how I see things. But think more in terms of a reversal shadow, right? Yes. Since we're talking about some object blocking light coming from a particular side of it. Yeah, exactly. So that could be many things. It could be so many things. It could be so many things. The light would have to be very strong to compete with the sun. Damn right, it would have to be very strong to compete with the sun. But it would create a shadow, would it not? Light on light? Like, I wonder, does that make sense? Yeah, it does. It absolutely does make sense. Think about it. No, it's pure common sense. It's pure common sense. It's like saying you had a big Q beam in front of you and you got light and you're trying to drown it out. You know, how strong would that light be to drown out the other light? And once it does drown out the other light, what will we see in the center? We would see that darkness, the dark and lightness, you know. Elmer Fudd, the plasma clouds lifting up off the sun, for example. Like, there's so much activity because of the solar eruptions that just happened. Maybe it's just because of the solar eruptions that spontaneously we were able to see a shadow on what appears to be a surface, but in reality, it still just could be the atmosphere, the dense atmosphere around the sun that's maybe showing. I don't know. Earth is flat. It's a sun simulator. You can talk to Crawlface about that one. I respect all opinions. Crawlface knows it every time we go through it, every time. But there are ways to prove it, the difference, you know. I love all theories, though. I'll tell you, Stack, I love talking about every bloody theory. Maybe not perfectly round, but spherish for sure. Hey, Almeida 602, I'm just getting off. People are going to be bored of me for sure. I know a lot of people have to go to bed. A lot of you were here very, very late. Beth, Noyes, Floyd, everybody, Ralph Piolio, Gina. Oh, Gina. Can't thank you all enough for the support that you give to the channel. Thanks, Beth, for being here. You rock, Beth. Beth's a woman of her word. She came here first time not that long ago, but it's getting up there now. And you've been back ever since, Beth. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for coming back. And totally agree. Just getting off, Jason Arnold. Thank you so much for coming by, though. Thanks, you guys. Robert Jones. Boss man, been a while since I've watched you. Thank you very much, Robert Jones. Love you, brother. Thanks. One love, man. One love. One love. Yes, Nada. My first comic after Ghost Rider #1. And of course, differences in potential. Yes, that's stuff I got to look up, man. I'm telling you, every time I look up this bloody thing, a shadow or something or light, I wind up in effing physics every bloody time. My mother would be so proud. And of course, differences in potential, the electric magnetic currents and flux rotations, etc., etc. Another thing I just learned recently, the flux of the sun, the flux rotations, and there's a whole bunch to know about. But by sounding it out, it's interesting. And more during the week, we're doing the same thing now as what I've been doing with the surface of the moon, the shadows and stuff. For years, I've been talking about it. It's just so interesting. Thanks, Crawlface. Thanks, guys, for sharing your ideals and thoughts and everything. François, Nadeau, thanks a lot, brother. Tommy, thanks for stopping by. Awesome video. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate that, my friend. Bruce, I first had an EXP at year 8. Now many sightings later at 63. And that's how it is. I believe that the ones that see the sightings are probably the only ones that are always going to see the sightings, and are going to continue seeing more and more sightings. I'm pretty sure. Thanks for sharing that. Timeout? I hope not, Tommy, because I didn't touch you, man. I didn't put anyone in timeout this year. Darla's too fast. Here, if you're put in timeout by Ahmad, it's because you mentioned something that's related to the Cove. That because my channel got a strike, a real legitimate strike against medical strike, even though I'm not a bloody doctor. Even though I'm not a bloody doctor, you know what I mean? But that's how it is. Beth, I'm sure I read a bunch of your comments on BSA videos. I wanted to read it with enthusiasm. Yeah, Beth is a sweet person that comes by and comments to everyone, talks to everyone. Love it, you guys. Thanks, everyone. You're probably getting bored. I am going to get off right now. Hey, I missed a guy. Thank you. The True King 11 at 9:51. That pisses me off. I'm going to want to see him this week. I hope you're still here. Aliens just doing maintenance on humans. You said it. The True King 11. I hope you're still here. I'm sorry that I missed that, my friend. Thank you very much for the generous contributions, everyone. Oliver Klein says there is no dangerous nuclear. Could be possible, too. We don't know anything about anything for sure. I agree. Except for the three-eyed fish, you know. But then again, it's maybe not the nuclear that's the dangerous. It's the pollution afterwards. Hobby Blaze was just dumb for what he did. Yes, Kai. Oh, it was autocorrect? Okay. I get in trouble, Kai, with autocorrect. Bad trouble. Maybe a bit west of inner Sydney. They got hit hard, had crazy restrictions too, brutal, like testing 3+ times per week, etc. Yeah, I heard it. And of course, Australia is big, but I heard there's a lot of stuff going on in your guys' ends with problems and everything. There's Cindy. 9:53. I missed her too. Sorry, Cindy. Better late than never, Cindy. I got to get back over to your live show. I'll be there next time. I want to see that big ass that goes by every time. We'll have some fun. Poor Lulu. Dana Shiver. Miss ya, love ya. Thanks, Dana. You rock. They sealed Chernobyl. Yes, Chernobyl, man. It's something. I mean, not for radiation. They had a collider underground and opened a portal with the agents of hell came through. I'll tell you what, Tony Brooks. Thanks again, Dana. Love you for it. Thanks, Cindy, for being here. Those cores go on for a long, long time, right? And in the videos in Chernobyl where they showed where the core actually melted and went down to the bottom inside of the nuclear reactor, it was so deadly what it did, to the surrounding environment. Or, like you say, something happened. They closed down the area because it was a dangerous area. They didn't want anybody going to that area, and they wanted to seal it off because of dangers. Do you think spiritual ghosts could appear at Chernobyl? I guarantee you, just because of the fusion and the fire when they turned on the reactor and the core started heating up, and they put the rods in the water and everything, and this is the energy that comes from around that. Imagine when there's explosions and everything. Ghosts, everywhere I've seen them, spiritual activity, it's always been beside water or beside rivers, or it's been beside electrical outlets or washing machines, or where there's energy beside, brass objects, for example. You go into churches, a lot of brass statues there. There's a lot of activity. Everything's conductive. We live in an electrical world, electrical universe. It's the electrical universe expression. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literal, just straight up, we're living in an electrical universe. That's what's going on. What I believe is going on. Linny, thank you so, so much. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I'm happy you came back, because there's a couple of comments I was missing from everyone. I'm sorry about that. Look, family, obviously we know if we stay broad in the descriptions, then we'll get a lot of BS from a lot of mainstream science. Definitely. It's like there's a certain path you have to walk when you're working with scientists. And once you become a scientist, you're really happy because you're up there. You're a real scientist. Bye-bye, freedom of speech. You'll say nothing. No more freedom of speech. You'll not be allowed, aside but talking to your children, your cat, and your wife, maybe your parents, about what's going on, maybe a neighbor or two. Don't start a channel on any of that, because you'll have problems with it. For sure. I'm off to bed too, Tim. Thanks, everybody. And I hope I didn't miss too many comments. Triangle ship we used to see was in 1989. That's the information if you look it up. It was one of the first sightings. Very sharp edges, cloaked, silent, where TR-3Bs around back then. Not long after, if you look, it's 1980s, 89, something like that. Then in the 90s, TR-3B, it's near 2000, no? Like 1998 or 2000, something like that. I don't even think they had them back then. But a sighting, a ufology term, is black triangles. Black triangles and black squares. Black square UFOs and black triangle UFOs and black spherical UFOs. These have been seen, all these different shapes, apparently. Oh, thank you, Crawlface. Oh, no, not another type of matter. Piss me off. I've heard of it. Is that like antimatter? Not even, eh? I can't wait to look that one up. Exotic matter. And I will, if I don't forget it. You have to remind me again, of course. Here's a kind of law example. Crazy, but actually will work for our visualizing. Ready? Ready, my friend. Bring it. We're not we're. Well, Crawlface, there's the so-called science that there's the truth. I don't have any idea, but I know it's hot. Oh, yes. So the truth is hot. That's for sure. Remember our finding of a lake at the bottom of the ocean discovery? Yes. Dang right. The sun could be the same way. Ready for shocking? Of course, you are, cause our community here considers everything. Let's do this. Which is why we need truth seekers. Of course, Darla says, hello, Tim O'Neill. The sun is the circle of life. With no sun, there's no life. And you're absolutely right about that. That's why, Judy, back in the days, they used to worship the sun, right? That's what they were doing. They were worshiping the sun. Also already invented those cloth-like sheets that make people disappear. Yes. Why not make it bigger for the planes? Literally, think of it. The sheet, they can mold it onto the plane. So the plane is the same thing. When the plane's going by, it's just like the plane is holding on that blanket. And what the blanket does, it wraps light around you to go get what's behind you. So by putting that cloaking device over me here in the center of my chest, you're actually going to see what's behind me. Right? That's what it is. No, I don't worship that statue, which a lot of people ask me. But anyways, it's at the Hadron Collider. That's why I like, at the CERN. That's why I got it. Because it's interesting. I do not know why they gave that to the CERN. I do not know why. Seth, thank you so much. Bruce, did you see the flickering lights on the moon? Secure team put up. Thoughts? I'll send you a link if you want. Nope. Thanks, man. No link. I don't interact with Secure Team. He was supposed to get back to me and he didn't. But the flashing lights, I thought they were fake. Sorry about that. Maybe I'm wrong, but there was definitely something odd about that. The explosions were too clear, and there was no atmosphere around the explosions. So since the explosions were necessarily coming from the crater, I felt that there was an extra flash that was added over top, like a layer or something. It was a bit odd, but no, we don't interact. Unfortunately, he played a pretty mean April Fool's game to me. But I do have a lot of his community members that come here. I saw the other day, people were telling me there's a lot of people were, thanks, Seth, by the way. People were, you all can go see it, by the way, on Secure Team 10's channel. We're not going to hide it. A lot of people talk about his channel here. He got some flashing lights on the surface of the moon. I call it fake, like right off the bat. Like, I'm not even shy to say it. I had the same program, man. I can make flashes appear like that. It's actually called a pointer flash, where if I'm talking about the moon, I could get certain flashes to appear on the moon. But and again, there's always the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, thanks for sharing. And thanks, the generous contributions, my friends. Greatly appreciated. Big Fat Bong Rips. Cheers from Oregon. Hello. There you go. Thanks, Tony Brooks. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's when they said. What I didn't know, Tony, is if they actually took off. I don't know if they were going to set it back or if they actually sent it out. So I think they sent it out, and they're going to go out to look at the UFOs. The Elon Musk satellites that we're seeing go up are looking at UFOs too, definitely. Thank you so much, guys. One young lady had cancer but is in remission. Are you talking about Kermit? Amanda, are you talking about the one of the ladies that went on as a tourist, like up in space? That could be. There was a lady that got over in remission, meaning that she was able to successfully get over, I think, the cancer. And it's like, wow, heads off, like hats off, not heads off, hats off definitely for her. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that woman was 98. Am I losing it? I literally heard that she was like 98 years old. Maybe not, but she's up there. She's still up there for another day, I guess, or two. I don't know if they're allowed taking images. Imagine taking one image over Earth for Pete's sakes. I'd cry. I'd go back to Earth and I'd stare at that one bloody picture the whole bloody time. That's how, imagine that pocket acts like the lake, Atke, bottom of the ocean, etc. Different phenomena. What if there's an ocean on the sun? What if the sun's flat? Sorry, crawl face. I had to, man. Again, could be a black hole. Anyway, thanks, guys. I am going to get off. Darla, thanks so much for staying up, you guys, and giving me a great hand, the mods. Ralph Piolio, I love you, my brother, and love you, everyone, for the generous contributions. If you're here, you're definitely contributing to the channel. Floyd, everybody, the stats, thank you very much. Bruce Cizal, 90-year-old, did it all except space, finished the bucket list. No way. You? Are you serious? I love you to pieces. If you're 90 and you're following me, if I understood well, I'm absolutely, I mean, listen, you've seen it all. And this is what's happening. We're getting a chance to see the truth that other beings might exist. Hey, there's nothing more beautiful than other beings existing outside of this universe. Instead of thinking that they're all going to come and kill us, maybe they're there to send us love and surrounding us by love. Who knows? On a positive note, Christy, thank you, Christy. I'll be on Patreon tomorrow, you guys. I've been telling everyone for a week that I was going to answer comments, and I'll be doing it a good part of the afternoon, actually. Also want to get a member, on Patreon. Be getting a video up tomorrow also on Patreon. Talk about a bunch of things. Thank you very much, Christy. Love you. Thank you so much. That's the second thank you that I owed you there. My trusty pens with me. Lots of energy, boy. Gonna leave some ink in it too. Christy knows what I mean. Just got home from work. Cheers. Thanks, Dennis. I'm just getting off, you guys. You must be bored out of your minds hearing me. Tommy does it to me all the time. As much, we have a lot of fun. Crawlface appreciates my research, but this guy's really smart. A lot smarter than me, but he knows a lot about physics and science for sure. A lot more than me. But I get my information from you all, ideals from you all and stuff. He's got videos on perception and thought and mind, and I love it. Check them out. Check them out, definitely. Just saw the tourist video. I haven't seen a first person view. I saw third person view. Be free, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'm curious to see what these people are going to say they did. Like, are these like, is there anybody up there, or is it just a bum? I wonder. Margaret, we were just talking about you, Margaret, for what we were talking about this afternoon about some of the amazing things and ideals that we're bringing up. Thank you very much, Margaret, for watching the channel. Good news is coming, Margaret. They're talking about it tonight. It was at 9:00 on TVO. They were talking about good news. Lots is coming out, you guys. Everywhere in the States and everywhere. Thanks again, Christy. In the States and everything. Lots of stuff are things are coming out. Try flux tubes. Within the flux tubes can be quite stable for some period of time, at least, etc. Yep. That's what they built into the the spaceships. That's where the photonic light's coming out of too. I know we're talking about the sun, but François, thanks, man. François, thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate it, my friend. I am getting off. You guys are going to be so sick of me. Now, if we humans could learn to harness the energy, limitless, Crawlface, exactly, Floyd stats, free energy for everyone. We just start burning free energy. They start setting up lights for us. They start operating the schools, and everything should work with the free energy. Clean, free energy. We can make it beautiful, light up the whole earth and planet, and even use the lights to feed our plants with frequencies. Make them grow, like a recipe to the sun. Add something in the sun, like inject it with something. That's probably what they did, most likely, before they started. Bruce rovers had headlights to go inside structures on Mars. There you go. They're talking about it. Yeah, exactly. I believe it, because they got to see inside, right? There's a lot of mechanisms on these things. A lot of mechanisms. Breakthrough, but suppressed. Yeah, I see that too. I believe the breakthrough was done, and the elites are trying to get it for them, and they probably don't even have it for them either. I bet you it's a mixture of a lot of people. that have it. So definitely. That was a good one, Tony. Thanks, Ralph Piolio. I'm just getting off, my friends. Do I squeeze her like a pear? Gina sends her love. Thanks, Ralph. Love you guys. Yeah, squeeze her like, well, don't hurt her. But give her a lift off the ground, and that's the kind of hug I want to give you guys. I love you guys so much, and thanks so much. We needed this live chat. Hey, it's my pleasure, guys. I'm fueled up of energy from you all. Darla, everybody, thank you so much for staying so late here. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Bruce and friends. Enjoy your week. Waiting on the next one. Peace and love to you all. Yes, I'll see you all soon. And I'm going to be back in the middle of the week with late streams, showing some cool stuff. I'm waiting for a ghost to appear. If ever shit happens at the house, I'll just start streaming and we'll be able to do stuff. Already the lights are going to start flickering around. And I can't wait to see your videos tomorrow, Bruce. Happy Friday, all. Live long and prosper. Love long and prosper. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I'll talk to you all really soon, guys. I can't thank you all enough. Thanks for enduring me. 1046. I'm out. Goodbye. Didn't work?